Here we go. Yo, what is up, everybody? Collector Joey here, back again with another episode of Copper Drop, episode 103. Why do I have this in the background? Why? Hold up, hold up. I don't know what I did this time. I messed up something. As usual. There we go. What is up? And I'm not in focus. How are y'all doing today? It is episode 103, and we actually have things to talk about today. Austin might be a little late, but hey, you know what? That's okay. We're working with what we got. I know that we had a few announcements and releases this past week with Hot Toys, and we actually got, I guess it's a release from InArt. That was the Snape. We got an unboxing look. Was that the fastest InArt release, I guess, if you want to call it release? I think that is a release. Renz Tolentino told me that was considered a release, so we're just going to consider it. That was pretty fast, I will say. But anyways, we haven't had a special guest in a long time, but today we do have an amazing special guest. You guys have seen him in the chats. Awesome guy on Instagram. Make sure you check it out. I do have his stuff down there linked in the description as well. Our guy, Viking Collectibles. What is up, my guy? How are you doing?
Very good, thank you. How are you?
Doing good too. I know that you're always on GeoStream, right? I see.
Yeah, GeoStream and Shane Stream now as well.
Shane, yeah. I haven't. I used to watch Shane's stream all the time, but now that I have work and I got a whole different position, it's hard for me to actually stay focused while I'm at work. So, but I watch the replay as much as I can. And shout out to Shane though; he's a watcher of Copper Drop too, so I might watch this one.
Yeah, Shane's great.
Yeah, and I love how he does his topics where you get to pick the topic. That's awesome.
Yeah, I really enjoy being on that one.
Yeah, and Geo's is good too. I like Geo's. Geo's puts a lot of effort into his stuff.
A lot of effort, yeah. They're great streams. Big, long streams.
Yeah, I know. Geo's is pretty long. I know Geo's is. But yeah, so like I said, we're going to be talking about a lot today. We are going to be talking about Predator Badlands spoiler talk later. We're going to do that at the end of the show. So, everybody that hasn't seen it yet, still stick around. We're not talking about it yet. But I'm going to say hello to a few of the people in the chat. And then as we're saying hello to some of the people in the chat, we will ask Mr. Viking some questions about, kind of his background. You guys know, if you've been here on Copper Drop long enough, every time we have a special guest, we do ask them a series of questions so we get to know the background a little bit more. And so, yeah, we're going to do that. But let me say hello. And also, I forgot to mention, our guy, Robert Burns, if you guys know, Phil the Burn. I'm going to dedicate this episode to him. RIP to him, rest in peace. So on the top right, we are going to have his logo up there with the rest in peace down, on the whole show. So we're dedicating this show to him. So shout out to him. Yeah. So rest in peace, my good sir. So let's say hello to the first few people. And so we got Valkyrie in here, of course. What is up, Valkyrie? Thank you for being here. As always, amazing channel member. Good evening, Joey, Austin, and fellow Joeys. Let's have a great stream. We will. Yes, we will. We got Bob Dylan in here as well. What is up, Bob Dylan? Happy Almost Friday. That is what we call Copper Drop here. Happy Almost Friday. We always say, if Copper Drop is on, it's good because you just got one more day left. That's it. Unless you're a Viking over here where it's like 3 a.m, then
yeah, a bit early.
But I admire the dedication. Bucky Cold Santa and awesome Joey as well. Thank you for being here as always. A local over here where I live as well too. Jose Plus, what is up, Jose? You just reminded me, our guy. I did want to say hit the like button if you're enjoying the stream, and also hit the like button again if you're enjoying the stream. And we know that Mas of Minnows will be on December. Is this? Yeah, 6th of December, I believe it is. It says it on there.
Yeah, December 6th.
Yeah, so that'll be a fun one. I'm gonna try to make it on that one as well. So hopefully everything works out and I can be on there. You got Zord there, our guy Zord, awesome friend of the channel, and you got X-Men Supreme, our guy X-Men is going to be on there. So shout out to them. It should. You watch those, right? I love them.
Yeah. I've been on a couple of times now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Awesome. I went on the first one and I did the what is it? Alan Grant from Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
that's
what I remember that. I remember that one. I really want that piece.
I do too. I've been trying to make one. They do sell. There's like a company that sells a 1/6 Alan Grant body. Everything's like perfect, but it's like $700. I'm just like, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Yeah, no, not just for that.
I have the. I have the head. Like just the head unpainted, and I'm sending it off to get painted. So I'm just gonna see what I can do with what like is on eBay and stuff, and figure that out. I'm not paying $700.
No, that's a bit crazy.
Yeah. Let's see who else is in here. We have a Viking. Warming up the chats for everybody. Thank you. Fig Poser, what up though? What is up? Fig Poser and me always talk on Instagram. Thank you for being here, Mr. Fig. We got Christian Crosshair Cooper, my guy Christian. What is up? We chat a lot on Instagram. Thank you for being here. Universal Keys here as well. Another amazing channel member. Always here every week. Manny Fresh is here saying, what's up? Watching the Bills game. Want to see Allen. Oh my God. Break QB rushing record. I heard he got hurt before this. I don't know. Did he get hurt or not? Let me know, Manny. Do you watch football at all? Do you over there?
No, not really.
I know they have UK games sometimes, so I was just wondering.
Yeah, no, I'm not a huge sports guy, unfortunately.
No, that's okay. I'm not. I mean, I am, but I'm not at the same time. Funny Coast Japanese Spidey wasn't on my radar. I don't think it was on anybody's radar.
No, definitely not.
We got Chris Santos. What is up, Chris Santos? Thank you for being here as always. Let's see. 1/6 Lovers. What is up? Thank you for being here, bro. If you guys, do you follow him on Instagram? Do you know?
Yeah. I've spoken to him a few times now.
Yeah, awesome guy. If you
definitely.
If you like day one amazing pictures and everything on day one of like announcement or release, he goes up to secret base in Hong Kong, and he'll take pictures, and you'll see kind of like the first pictures of things that get not released, announced. So shout out to him.
Yeah, definitely.
Rocket Man Chris, what is up, Rocket Man? Thank you for being here. I actually caught one live. I know. Thank you. I've heard your name so many times in the other lives. I'm glad that you're here and saying hello. Appreciate it. Look at 6 Scale Treasures here as well, bro. This guy right here. Do you follow him? Do you know?
Yeah. He's the one that does the comparison pictures.
Yes, bro. He does like some of the best comparisons. He puts a lot of work into his stuff.
Big time, yeah.
I always like whenever a release comes out, so I can kind of see that side by side, and I always look for his name whenever it pops up.
Yeah, he's done really well recently. Pretty much as soon as you see a picture up, that his posts are up as well.
I know. I don't know how he did one for the Spider-Man that's coming up too.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. Okay, I guess you know what? I think we'll ask the first question before we keep going with the things. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see, which one do I want to ask? Let's see. We'll start with the first one. When did you start collecting?
Start collecting
1/6 figures, I guess, but you can also say like how you kind of got into that.
Yeah. I mean, so 1/6 scale collecting, I'd say I started right around the time I had my first child. So around 2015 when I started 2015 sounds about right. Started collecting 6 scale then. But as most people say, I've been collecting my whole life.
Yeah.
So I got Funko Pops just like everyone else, smaller figures.
How many Funko Pops did you get to?
Not as many as some
No.
people did.
Okay. I got to 300.
Wow.
I know,
Yeah,
it's
no,
bad.
definitely not that many. I've still got some, but not as many as I used to have.
Yeah,
I definitely scaled down on that.
yeah.
But yeah, it's not just like collectibles. It's always been like movies and games, and that's how I got into 6 scale, was
Yeah.
video game pieces. I used to buy like the big collector's editions of games and things, and I'd be like, well, this is great, but it's not quite good enough. It needs to be a little bit better. So then
Did you, when Call of Duty came out, did you buy those like collectible editions of Call of Duty, or did you do any
some of them? Yeah, some of them. Yeah,
I
not
did
all of them.
I did the Juggernaut refrigerator.
Yeah,
bro, that one's so cool.
That was cool. Yeah, that one was really good.
Did you end up selling it?
Yeah. Most of the video game stuff, I don't have much of it anymore. As soon as I sort of found Hot Toys and things like that, I was just like, I need the space for this stuff now. So then just gradually got more and more, and then you just fall into it, don't you? You get one and you're like, oh wow, this is amazing, and then what else is there? And
then you go down that rabbit hole. Oh
because I wasn't even looking for like, so my first figure I don't actually have anymore, but when I was looking for video game pieces to try and get figures or statues, and then I just ended up finding the whole world of what that was, and I was like, oh well, I didn't even bother getting video game stuff for ages.
What was your first video game piece? What were you looking up?
Things like Assassin's Creed and things like that.
I had
Devil May Cry.
I had a Captain Price. I was a big Call of Duty fan. I had Captain Price. I was playing since COD 4. That was like what got me into like gaming and stuff.
COD 4. World at War and COD 4.
World at War was great too for zombies.
Yeah, it was great for zombies.
Did you get the? I know you probably got this. The goggles.
The
goggles. Modern Warfare 2, I believe it was. And then they had the RCXD. Black Ops.
It was real. There was some really good things, but I was just like, I just need more. Just like I was like, well, there's got to be like a 12-inch figure of some of these characters, but there wasn't. But there was other stuff, and then so I just sort of went from there.
Is another figure that I would want, but I sold the Captain Price, and I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, can't have it all.
Nope. Okay, so 2015. That's a pretty good amount. That's a pretty good amount. So I guess that'll lead me to the next question. How many 1/6 figures do you have? So since all the way back then.
I think I'm up to now. I'm around the 80 mark for figures. So damn. I don't just collect the figures. I do. I mean, you can see there's bits everywhere, but I've got 6 scale pieces. I'm up to about 80 now. And my main IP, I don't have a main IP. Unlike some, I know some will just stick to a lane. I'm terrible for that. I can't do that. I like far too many things. So you can see like down there is my video game stuff. Then you've got Marvel, DC, and then behind me is all Star Wars.
Yeah.
And then over in this corner, I've got horror and more video game pieces, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
Yeah, it's a mixture of everything.
That's exactly how I have about, I think, 90 figures. They're all mixed. I like you said, I can't choose either.
Yeah, I've tried. I've thought, well, what about if I'll get rid of, say, Star Wars? And I was like, no, because I like Star Wars. I'll get rid of DC. I was like, no, I can't do that. I like Zach's stuff too much. And I was just like, I'll just have to so I just sort of cherry pick. I won't, if there's a line, I won't get the whole line. I'll just pick the ones I want, and that'll do me.
And then I'm like, with that, like how you're saying, I'll be like, I like Iron Man, so I got Marvel, but I can get just Iron Man, and then I got like 50 Iron Mans or whatever.
Yeah, Yeah, I've got 2, and I was like, no, I'm fine with 2. I've got 2, that'll do. But then there's always one, or another one will come. I was like, oh, well, maybe 3.
Yeah, and then 4.
So I've been like that with Ben Affleck's Batman. I had the Justice League one, which I got a custom head for.
Yeah.
I was like, right, well, I need the BVS one, so I'll get that. And then Art's like, well, we'll do one. I was like, well, maybe I can get another one as well.
Yeah.
It gets too much. But yeah, about 80 figures and then a few statues, a couple of quarter scale. You can see there. You got that's the NECA quarter scale. Batman Begins. So yeah, a right mixture of stuff.
I just got my second statue today ever. Yeah, I got you like Jurassic Park?
Yeah, love Jurassic
Park. I got the Jurassic Park 3 Velociraptor, the one with the little hairs on his head.
Oh yeah, that's awesome, that one.
Yeah, I got that one, and then I got this Joker, the Prime 1 Joker, where he's like smiling. It's right here. I just can't move my camera, but
yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, so
yeah, no, statues are good. They just take up a lot of space, so you really have to just be very selective on those pieces.
Yeah. Let's say hello to a couple more people, and then we'll get to that last question.
Yep.
Let's see. I think I was on 1 Adam 12. What is up, 1 Adam 12? Thank you for being here. What's up, Joey Viking? Thank you for being here. Thank you. Let's see. Viking, yes. Got him here. We got him here. Let's see. We got Moose in the building. Mr. Moose Dream. I don't know why it's showing y'all's like @. It's just showing the @, not the actual name. It's weird. Hello, community of collectors. People are telling to buy statues. Yeah, I know. Hey, I just bought one. I got one. I want to get another one, but I don't have enough money. So
yeah, that's how all my statues I've got when they're on a deal. Otherwise they're just too pricey.
This one unfortunately wasn't, but I'll have to stick with it. Have you seen those statue videos of I forgot what the guy's name is, but he has like all the Jurassic Park statues, and then there's like foliage all around them. They look so good.
It's so good.
We got Danny in here, Canvas X Collectibles. How you doing? Hi everyone. Shout out to him. He just actually did some amazing artwork on his Instagram, so check his artwork out. He's starting to draw a lot more. Looks amazing as always. I tell Danny that he can really do a lot with that artistic touch of his.
Definitely.
We have Tijuana Mike as well. Happy Thursday, collectors. Happy Thursday, Tijuana Mike. Thank you for being here. And also to the channel members, on the next copper drop, I'm going to be respinning. I was going to do it this one, but I forgot to get all the names in order, so I can't really do it. But I'm going to respin for that. What is it? For that Nightmare Batman. So because Venom Maniac, if you're here, last chance to collect it. But yeah, so if not, then I think we're just going to spin anyways because it's been too long either way. But channel members, be looking out for that next one. Let's see. What did you cop today, Joey? Yeah, I think I'm a little far behind. Big Rib, what is up, Big Rib? I just don't know why it's showing y'all's ads. That's weird. Thank you for being here, Big Rib. Love the profile picture as always. We got the movie canon, our guy Gio, the last winner of a figure on this channel. Shout out to him. Gio, show me where you put that figure, or if you haven't, it's fine. But just show me where you put it. I'd like to see it. Batman Collectibles is here as well. Evening Joey and panel received new Batman Returns today.
Wow.
Definitely have thoughts. Okay. I like that one. That one was pretty cool. The Batman.
Yeah, I think it looks good.
It does. Let's see. I'd say I'd rather buy 1/6 motorcycles, which I'm finding cheap in their diecast. I remember you telling me that. On the other, like a while ago. Heard there will be a new announcement later. We'll see. Okay, we'll see.
That'd be cool.
Hopefully. Where is Austin? I'll drop a super chat if he shows up. I mean, he's right here, but we can't really. Oh shoot, he's talking. He's here. He's just in the background. I don't know what he's doing. So, let's see. Let's see. Prince is here as well. What is that, Prince? What's up, Joey and Copper Drop gang? Joey, question for you: do you believe Toby Spider-Man will be in Doomsday? This has literally been on my mind all day because I've seen so many like little leaks or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's so many leaks that it seems like it might be true that he is. Man, if he is, I don't know. It just depends on what they do. You know, if they kill him on Doomsday, I would literally, I don't know. I'd be so mad. That's like my goat. But I don't know.
You got to do it in the right way, don't you?
I mean, yeah, they would have to do it like if they're gonna kill him, they need to do it on like an actual Spider-Man movie. You know, like another Spider-Man movie. They can't really like kill. I mean, if they kill him in Doomsday, I feel like they should do it in Secret Wars, if anything. If they kill him, Secret Wars, and very honorable, kind of like kind of like Tony Stark. I know it wouldn't be as big as Tony Stark, but something that saves some.
Yeah, not just bring him in to just kill him.
Yeah, unless they're trying to set a tone or something that they kill him right away. I don't know. I would hate that though. But let's ask you this last question now. I really want to know, how did you get the name of Viking Collector?
Oh, Viking.
Yeah.
It's really, I mean, it was just when I was thinking of to do more photography, I was trying to think of a name. I couldn't think of anything. And I've always liked Viking stuff. And I literally looked, I don't know if you can see, I looked down at my hand and I have Viking runes on my hand. So I was just like, well, Viking, I love Viking stuff, so I'll just do that. And then what do? I collect stuff. So I was like, oh, Viking collectibles, that works.
Okay. Yeah, that does sound. Yeah. And you spell collectibles a different way, right? Isn't that right?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was like, I wrote collectibles like exactly how it was, and I was like, there's something weird that looks a little bit weird. Is the I is replaced with the A, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
So that was literally I just looked down at my hand. That was
I mean, it came out really good. That's a very catchy name to me. Like, how did you figure out your profile picture?
That was it wasn't that originally. It was just Viking collectibles at first.
I remember that. I think I do.
Yeah, and then it was just sort of changing things up. I wanted something that was more, just a bit more me. So then I was just coming up with some designs and putting some things together, and that was literally it. Just that was it. And I've got that little logo, and it's it's going to stay like that for a little while now.
Yeah, no, I like it. It looks very professional. It catches my eye a lot. Yeah. Well, we got to know a little bit of our guy Viking. Let me say hello to the last bit of people that are joining in here, and then we will talk about our first figure that announced. Let's see. Austin was saying he may just have to be on his phone. Yeah, he might just have to be on his phone, y'all. That's okay, Austin. If you can hear us, if you're on your phone, that is perfectly fine.
Technology is awful at times.
Yeah. We got Lee in here, Collection Obsession. What is up, Lee? Thank you for being here and being an awesome channel member. Appreciate you. Who else is in here? We got the Kiwi Collector. Yo, Kiwi, thank you for being here. We talk on Instagram as well. Who else? SG Collectibles is here as well. Shout out to him. What's up, Joey? What's up? B Mosley, another guy. Shit, boys, let's go. Yes, another guy that I really want to have on here. I might ask him to be the next special guest. Awesome. Check him out on TikTok. Have you seen his collection?
No, TikTok? I don't think I have. I might have done, but not put the name to it.
Mm-hmm. I don't. Yeah, I'll have to send you his up, man. Beautiful collection. Star Wars galore.
Awesome.
Assassin's Creed is goated.
Yeah, definitely. Love Assassin's Creed.
Wait, my brain lag caught up. Is this the guy that makes all the Star Wars customs? No, I don't think so. Right? No Viking.
No, it's not me.
No, it's not, Bob. Sorry. I'm
Sorry,
sorry.
Bob.
I'm sorry. Austin's not here yet. I'm truly sorry. Keith Lee, what is up, Keith Lee? What's up, gents? Thank you for being here. Rick Artemis is here too. What's up, Copper Drop Crew? What is up? What is up?
Awesome.
Our guy, Brick, man, he beat me in fantasy football.
Oh, really?
Last week. And I was talking crap before I even won. I was talking crap and he caught up to me. Clinton Martin, yo, amazing channel member as well. Big Rib's asking, do you have a custom cape on that NECA 1/4 Batman?
No. Yeah, not Austin, unfortunately. But no, not a custom. It's the cape that it comes with. It's probably one of the best capes that I've seen for that begins on that NECA one.
Okay. Let's see. Joey's confirmed for Doomsday. Let's see. Yeah, I know, Keith Lee. It sucks. Like I can't even. Yeah, another reason to drop social media because of all like the spoilers and stuff. Yeah, I don't get like full blown spoilers, but those leaks will come into the timeline, and it's you can't avoid it because of our community that we're in. The algorithm knows that we like that kind of stuff, and they're gonna push that hard.
Definitely.
My bad, Viking. I thought your name was Austin too. I didn't catch your name earlier.
Yeah, no, not Austin. My name's Harrison.
Oh, Harrison. I was gonna ask your name, if you wanted to call you by your actual name or Viking.
Yeah, no, either works for me.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Who's in? Who else did I not say hello to? So it was fun week. Yeah, it was. Yo, Bob, you did not. Come on, Bob. That's too much. I'm gonna have to give half of that to freaking Austin. I gotta finish work. Tell Austin I'm supremely disappointed by his failure to appear. Bob, I freaking commented on an old ass picture of him, hoping that you would see it, and I knew you would. And then I saw you comment on there, and I was like, yes, because you also commented on like Kit's old. You also commented on Kit, not Kit. What's his name? That dude I forgot his name. Dang it, that dude that like scammed everybody. I forgot his name. Damn it! But he was also like a retailer. And he commented on him, "Happy birthday! Now where's my figure?" Because he scammed everybody, and it came up on my feed, and I was like, "What the heck?" And I saw it, and I knew that when you comment, it'll show up again. William Wang is who it was.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, and he commented on there, and I was like, "I bet if I comment on this old picture, that Bob is gonna see it, and a few other people saw it as well." But yeah, it's crazy. Austin had such an old picture on there. But shout out to you for that. Let me do the one I usually do.
It's not about money. It's about sending a message.
Thank you, Bob. I'll show you that I give Austin half that. I'll show you that. I'll prove it to you. I gotta say, I'm finally starting to clearing out my 1/12 MCU DC stuff. The money will be taken up by 1/6 in no time. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Did you ever get into 1/12?
I had a few things
before
I got into 6 scale, but not a huge amount.
I didn't either. I couldn't. Yeah. I couldn't either.
It's just too small for me. That scale.
Yeah.
I think 6 scale is the perfect size for collectibles.
Yeah, I think so too. They feel like you get your money's worth a little bit more.
Yeah.
And you can put more detail in them. This is 22-month member. We're 2 more months away. Moose 2 more months. If Bob Dylan money for an assassin for an Austin visit, Joey, are you his pimp? I guess so. He's right here. I mean, I can't do anything. I showed him. He's there.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
Look, I'm almost there. Everybody, I'm so sorry for the wait. Harrison, love you, buddy. I will see you in a few minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Get out of here now. We don't care. You ruined it. I'm here because I'm tired of watching people play Battlefield. Oh my god. Sold my entire 112 collection and went all the way all in on 1/6 scale in 2022. Now I'm at 4. Oh my god.
Damn.
Bro.
That's insane.
That is. Damn. I can see it. I can see how it happens. And you know, I did that too with Funko Pops. I sold not everything, but most of it for figures too.
Yeah, definitely.
Does that make Austin a hooker? I guess it does. I think it does. But anyways, let me add the first thing on the list of a couple of things that we're going to talk about. We got this Spider-Man, I guess you could say. Me, I was not. I did not know what this was. I'm gonna be real with you. I had no idea. I had seen those one memes of the other one, the Japan one, I think it is. I've seen those memes all the time, and I didn't see them. Where is it? I didn't see the meme right away. But then whenever our guy Treasure put the side by side, then it clicked in my head. You know, that it was this one.
Yeah.
So so for both these, I think it's a 77 and a 78 Spider-Man. Were any of these cops or drops for you?
No, they're both drops for me. They're not something I would collect, but they do look really good. As soon as I saw it, I was like, I recognize what these are, but I don't. It's not something I've ever watched, so I'm not too familiar with it. But as you say, it's definitely familiar. But they look really good. I love the suit, the way it's all like spandex material. It looks like it's going to be great for posing.
And look at that neck. The neck seam doesn't. I just don't like how it doesn't match up with the other ones. You see how like
they seem, yeah, and it's the same with when the heads can come off. They sort of, it's not they sort of just forget the black line around the neck. They just, that's all they needed to do. Just add like a black seam, and it would have. I think they would have looked a little bit tidier.
But I think that I don't know. Yeah, but I don't know if that's like, it might be accurate to the suit. I haven't looked like 100% into it, but it might be accurate because I mean, I think this seam right here was actually on the suit itself.
I was going to ask that because I don't know. I know that they normally go back to front, don't they, or front to back?
Yeah,
down the side of it. That I've not seen that before, so I didn't know if they're trying something new because I know a lot of people get unhappy with the seams on Spider-Man's heads where they go right in the middle. So I wondered if they were either, is it a design choice that's on the suit, or is it that they're trying a different stitch to try and get away from that middle seam? Because you like on that you can barely notice.
Yeah, right here, not even at all. This is weird.
Yeah. So you don't sort of have that bump from the stitch line that it usually does.
But I will say, if like they had Toby with that stitch line, I would not like it. You know, for some reason, I just wouldn't.
I think I just don't understand why they don't do the seam on any of these Spider-Man figures just further towards the back. Like you would see it on the back, but if most of the time you're front on anyway, so then you'd never see it. It just needs to move back slightly. Yeah,
and you know, you see people like what is his name? Toy Stay. You know those Toy Stay head sculpts for Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, those the ones with the accurate lenses. Yeah, if they're able to do it, you know that Hot Toys could easily do it. They have all the tailors in the world there that they can use. Yeah, definitely. But and the you know, whenever I first saw this, I thought it was Hono Studios. I because of how this kind of looks like that black suit that they had, the black suit Spider-Man Hono. Kind of that material a little bit. Yeah, no, definitely. I would have agreed with you on that one. I do like it though, the way that it's like that, because you're going to be able to pose this so much better than other Spider-Man, just like that black suit one. Yeah, I mean, you could see the big difference in texture too, in the hand and the thing. But I understand like this is from the like it's a little bit more accurate because it looks like this on screen. You know, it was 1977, so they had something that kind of looked like pajamas. That's why I was wondering with the next scene. It's ugly, but it's probably. Are you good, Austin?
More accurate.
No, okay. You know, it's probably more accurate. You know, to do it this way.
Yeah, yeah.
What
I'm
was
not familiar enough to know.
I wonder if anybody in chat, can you let us know what the holes is? This the holes in the eyes so he could see? Is that what that was for, or what is that for? I've been trying to wonder.
It'll be quite amusing if it is.
And then why isn't he using them on this side? Like, is he just completely blind or what?
Maybe.
This is when he uses his spider senses, and this is when he has to.
Yeah, you just have to hope and pray he doesn't walk into a wall.
I'm surprised he wasn't part of. Yeah, I was too, Grayson. He wasn't. That's why it's like you're gonna charge. I think they charged $255 for this one. You're gonna charge $255 instead of what the black suit was. I think like around. I think it's $150 or maybe less. You know, for the same kind of material on here.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to figure out. You get a camera and you get like a belt for him and some of this. Yeah,
it's really good. If you're a fan of this show, I can see a lot of people. I know it was quite exclusive though, wasn't it?
I think so. What I heard was that I don't know if it was this one or this one that was 600 pieces. I think that's what I heard.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I think Steve told me that that it was 600. I don't know which one though, but they sold out already on Sideshow, which is it's crazy.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, but even if it was like really exclusive, I don't see myself buying something like this for a much higher price just because it's 600.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't either.
You got to be a really niche fan to. I mean, it looks cool though.
Yeah, it looks really good. I'm happy for anyone that was a big fan of this and got it.
Let's see if this guy. Okay, he's ready. Oh my goodness! Now we can have him. Everybody, and Bob Dylan. Here he is.
What's up, guys?
What's up? Hey, how you doing?
Good. So sorry about that. Some obviously some technical difficulties tonight.
That's okay.
It happens.
Yeah.
Harrison, welcome. Glad we can finally chat. We've been social media friends for a few years now, right?
Yeah. I actually flicked back earlier to have a look. It's been a little while now.
Yeah. Did you see how far back? I'm guessing like the COVID days.
Yeah. It's definitely that sort of time.
Well, welcome. I've been listening for like 20 minutes.
Wow.
Hey, at least you've been listening.
Yeah, you've not missed it then.
No, and this one's not too exciting, so I definitely don't feel like I missed out on too much.
So this wasn't a cop for Harrison, but is it a cop for you, Austin?
Absolutely not a cop for me, to be honest. I had no idea what this was initially.
Really? Yeah, I didn't either.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Hell no. I was seeing. Oh my God, Jazzy, shit's ugly. I will agree with you there. The next scene is accurate. See, I knew it might have. It probably was, but still, it's like my OCD is like, bro, please just put the lines there, like lined up with each other. I mean, the way the webs don't line up. Yeah. Eclectic Collectors here as well. What is up, Eclectic? I know Austin's ready for the end of the show. I know that.
I'm excited to talk about Predator Badlands. For a few reasons. One, I haven't really had a chance to like really chat it up regarding this movie, except for like superficial, like quick chats in our group chat, Joey.
And then whenever never mind.
No, I cannot. I can't wait. I can't wait for us to talk about it. Me and Harrison, we briefly chatted.
Okay.
Yeah, we did just a little bit.
Very high level. Yeah, I'm ready to get to it.
Okay.
I guess we can suffer through some of these though.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't a crazy week for Hot Toys, but if you're a Spider-Man fan, kind of. Lou said he pre-ordered 77 Spider-Man, and he'll get to 78 if possible because he loves kids. I guess that's how I say it.
Oh, so there's two of these, the 77 and 78.
You didn't know that?
I didn't pay much attention.
I think this is. Wait. The hell. I think this is 78, 77, and this is 78. I think.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So. And this is from the Japanese TV series, right? Both.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of, they did memes on some of these. I believe it was on this one. There are some memes. Yeah.
So Clint Martin says 77 is the US one. 78 is Japan. Chat, right. Thank you for keeping us honest.
Thank you. Okay, so 77 was 600 pieces. So I believe that was this one.
So the 78's 1,500.
Okay.
Right?
That makes sense.
I don't know. I have no idea. That's what I have you here for, Austin. I don't know.
Man, I was not able to prepare at all for this. Sorry, guys.
That's okay. Shadow dropped. Oh, okay. Yeah. US version was 600. Oh, okay. Grayson saying, yeah, Japanese. The Japanese one was 15. Austin in the house. Yes.
Let's go. I can't get any of my lights to work right now. So not as fun in this room.
I'm gonna give you that $10 that I told Bob I'm gonna give you. You know that, right?
No, just keep it.
No, I told him I'm gonna prove it.
You can. It'll be like my room and lounge next time I'm staying at your place. So.
Be mostly saying he got to go. Austin's here now. This for older collectors. Yeah, I felt like it was. If this shit Tono branded is not 600 ES, nobody would buy this. Austin, nicest guy in the hobby. Joey just sent you a message of display build almost done with the setup. Okay, I'll look at it here in a minute. Rockman Chris, man, I bet that 400. Sheesh.
You know what? Maybe something we could do when people do create new setups or new displays.
Yeah,
we should show them off.
Yeah.
Give a few of our thoughts, maybe some critiques, if we know of any.
Yeah. I was telling Viking before we got on here. He kind of has the same garage shelves as you.
Man, his look really nice though.
His are pretty. His are nicer. His are nicer than yours. I will say that.
I'm thinking, obviously, right now for sure.
Yours are pretty good as well. I like yours.
Yeah, you know what? I like mine a lot. I do like mine a lot. I do miss the detox though, man.
I couldn't get rid of all of them. I've got a couple left.
I kept 8 of mine, and they're just put up in storage right now.
Just in case you want to go back.
Just in case. You know how that stuff goes. Well, one of the things, detox are so hard to find nowadays. I'm sure Jerry knows. Now trying to look for them. But yeah, I didn't want to get rid of them and then want to have them later on. I don't have the space, but next place we get, I'll have space for all of it.
I'm surprised that I found one that wasn't built. Like it was brand new in the box. I was surprised. I wonder why he didn't build it.
You know what? I actually kind of missed the process of building.
Yeah, me and May used to spend a lot of time building them. It was good times.
Building them, wiring them, hiding the wires. Jesus.
Yeah, it was fun though. The payoff was really nice, really good. Yeah, thank you guys for saying hello in here and letting us know. Look who we got in here. We got Ash Chase. What is up? What's up, plastic crackheads? How you doing? Thank you, Ash Chase, for always being here and being an amazing channel member as well. Another awesome guy in the community, Renz Tolentino. What is up, our guy? Follow him on Instagram. Amazing stuff. Hell yes. I still need to get some artwork from him. Okay, Mr. Vital. What is up, Mr. Vital? The Japanese version looks better, but this one is cool. Yeah, I think the Japanese one looks. I like the eyes better. Which one do you like, Viking? You like the 77 or 78?
I think the 77 looks a little bit better.
You like this one?
Yeah, I do like that one.
What about you, Austin? I know you don't give a shit, but which one?
You know what? I'm gonna go 77 because of USA.
Okay. All right. Cool. Mr. Vital, I don't know why it's just showing you. If you're a regular, I don't know why it's just showing that name. I'm sorry. But look who we have here. Figures and Fandom. Our guy Steve.
Hey, Steve.
How are you doing? Do you know Steve too, Viking?
Only by his channel, and I've not spoken to him yet.
Okay. Dang. I'll talk to him about that because he needs to be on it. 212 bits. Did something get announced? Because I keep seeing y'all say 212.
Hot Toys dropped a clone.
Dang. 1/6 players did it. Wow. Another damn clone. I love my display more now. That have nice changing lights. I really love the white lights more. Yeah, me too. Yo, Curtis, thank you for being here. Another amazing channel. 212. Should we pull this up? I mean, while we're looking at
pull it up.
Yeah, while we're looking at some of these figures, I'll pull it up right now. Let's see. I'm gonna remove this. Gotta pull up Facebook now. Let's see. It should be the first thing. Oh no, Josh Allen is the first thing. Let's see.
Man, you can't see anything with these shelves without the lights.
What do you mean?
Mine are exactly the same. You have the lights off, it's pure darkness.
Okay, this looks like Commander Cody. What the heck is this? Oops. Hold on. All right, here we go. So this is what just dropped.
He's led by Commander Cody.
Is he? Oh, yeah, he's right there, right? That's Commander Cody, right?
Yep. 212's Airborne Trooper Elite.
I think I would. So there's a deluxe version as well. I'm not really. Whenever they drop clones, I'm not too excited. I feel like that's kind of like a filler. Do you collect clones, Viking?
No. I've stayed clear of clones because I'm one of those people. I'll get one and then I'll be like, oh, well, I can get this one and this one and this, and then it'll just it's far too many. I will give him one day, I'm sure. Wolf is one I'm really thinking about getting. I do like Wolf.
So this would be a drop, right?
Yeah, this is a big drop for me.
So Harrison, who wins in a fight, the clone wolf or the predator wolf?
I think Predator. Unfortunately for them.
Austin, is this a cop or a drop for you?
This is a drop for me, man. Very particular on what I'm picking up nowadays. And clones are fairly low on the totem pole, man.
Yeah.
I need some mainstay characters. Trying to capture some big nostalgia, hints like the Power Rangers and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a confident drop for me.
Okay, Mosley, are you getting this one, Brandon? Let me know.
I would guarantee that he's.
I bet he is too.
It does look good.
Yeah, it's not bad. I like the weathering they do, kind of like at the end of this. It looks like he shot it so many times.
Is this limited? 3,000 pieces. I'm gonna double check that.
Yeah, double check for me because I don't feel like getting off the pictures right now.
I got you.
That does look cool, man. They're pretty weathered too. Yeah, I'll be getting it. B. Mosley said he'll get it as well. Clinton, are you getting it?
Having those three together will be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I do not think it's limited. Okay.
No, it shouldn't be. Dang, that's a cool ass trooper though. Which one is this one? Is this the 12th too?
That's the different phase helmet. Phase 1? Is that the phase 1?
I don't know. I'm not too caught up with all of the different versions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get really bad about that, man. That's hard to keep up with. If we had Steve on here, he would definitely know.
Yeah, he would. 1-6 Lovers is saying the mortar is blue instead of orange. Not sure if it's accurate or just lazy. Okay. I see.
Wait. What's the blue part on this?
I'm thinking on the mortar.
That's mortar.
It looks blue, but I don't know if he was talking about another part of it, which. Maybe he's talking. I don't know. He'll let us know in the comments.
You know what's a beautiful thing to always see? That's stand base.
Oh my god, it's right there. That's the same
everywhere,
one.
That stand base.
It is. At least it doesn't have footprints on it.
Dude, those damn footprints, man.
I mean, if I had a gigantic space, I'd totally have Clone Wars Kenobi, Cody, and a couple 2/12s on either side. No phase one. No phase one has the.
Oh, you're right.
Oh yeah, this right here.
Yeah, that's it.
Mm-hmm. Just the blue logo lines on the.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense.
I see. I think today. This updated sand base without the footprints is actually okay.
Maybe I'll give it like a slight improvement. Maybe.
Different color. That's the airborne trooper. Okay. Okay, guys. I don't think we should spend much time on this one. It's just a clone. It's just a clone. So
just a clone.
Yeah. So we'll
not a clanker though. Not a clanker.
Yeah. Let's see. What was the next thing we were going to talk? Oh yeah, we're going to talk about this release too, and then we'll get to some of that Predator talk. Now we got boom. This is 92 Batman, right? This is from 1992. Yeah. Okay. I didn't want to be wrong. There's so many different 90s, 70s, 80s, whatever. So, let me start with you, Austin. Is this a copper drop for you?
Man, I don't know, man. I need a Keaton Batman. Mm-hmm. But I don't know what I would want though. I don't know if I'd want the 89 or 92. So I'm gonna say drop because I'm not confident I would actually take this up yet.
Yeah, I mean,
if I had like a Keaton representation in the collection, I love those two movies. Yeah, I don't know.
If you had to choose one, which one would you choose? I think I would choose the 89.
Man, maybe the 89. I really like 92 though. Honestly, I could grab both, but the thing is, I don't want to just keep buying stuff and them stay in boxes.
Yeah.
Right now, and that's like a big dilemma. A lot like I got that the super battle damage Vader.
Yeah.
Weeks ago, and
you got that one?
Yeah,
the one with the one with the plastic cape.
Yeah,
I didn't know you got that one.
I have a few weeks back. Haven't even looked at it yet.
Really?
Even that R2D2, that life size one, I haven't even. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I know.
Okay, so drop for you, Harrison. Yeah. Is this a drop for you or a cop? I know you like Batman, so
I do like Batman, but it is a drop. At one point, I was thinking of getting one of every single Batman that they've made, but just space. I don't have the space for that. I'd have to dedicate a whole shelf just to Batman, and I can't do that. So it is a drop.
Can you walk us through your shelves? Or like, I might have missed that part in this, but
so these ones. So that's all my DC stuff up here. Mostly Zack Snyder stuff. So there's like Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Cyborg's up there, Justice League Batman, 2.0 Batman, Bruce Wayne custom. There's a few, yeah. So that's DC. Then this is Marvel here. So I've got Thor, Captain America, Star-Lord, Rocket, Groot. So a few there. And then this one is more Marvel from other pieces. So you got like Venom, Miles. Black Suit, Loki, Deadpool, Wolverine, and then they've got Moon Knight pieces, and then this one is all video game pieces, and then this side of me is all Star Wars.
Oh shoot!
And then my other displays, so you got Star Wars, all down, and then on this side of the wall, which you can't see, is where there's a bunch of other more stuff.
I see Ahsoka on the TV.
Yeah.
Love that Joker.
Oh, okay.
Ahsoka's there. Oh yeah, okay. Joker's down there. Oh,
yes.
Joker's on the other side. Yeah, I put Joker down there because one, I don't have really much space up there anymore. But two, I just felt like it's just so not a superhero film, so I don't put him in the superhero section.
Hey, Harrison, I definitely don't want to stray too much, but I'm curious because you have a Snyder shelf.
Yeah.
What were some quick thoughts about like James Gunn's Superman movie?
In the nicest way for me to say it, it's not a terrible movie. Okay. It's a fun time for people, but it's just so not what I wanted from a Superman film. I watched it with my brother and he really enjoyed it, and I was just like, that's just not for me. I know a lot of the stuff that a lot of people love, I was just no. Like, people will hate me for this. I didn't like Crypto very much. Like, Crypto took a lot of it out for me. Like, all the serious scenes that we were gonna have, and then Crypto just comes in and ruins it for me. So I know that that's a bias thing. Like, that is my opinion. It's not what I wanted. So I know it works for a lot of people, and a lot of people were happy for it, but no, it's not. I love the Snyder stuff. I think Man of Steel is amazing. BVS is amazing. Zack Snyder's Justice League is amazing. So yeah, I'm very much on that side of it, unfortunately, for some people.
Oh, you should have been here when we had some spoiler talk for James Gunn's Superman.
Yeah,
I was the only one criticizing that movie whatsoever.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, Joey loved it. He thought
but you know what? Like, as the time went by, like I wanted that figure like 100%. But as time went by, I'm just like, I don't think I'm gonna get it. I really don't. I think that Zack Snyder's Superman is just the perfect Superman to have as a figure, and I don't think I want any other Superman.
Don't you feel that it's had the same? It's had the different effect. Like, if you hear someone talk about Man of Steel now, if you like this, like, I love Man of Steel, I'm gonna get another Henry if somebody does a new figure of it. Whereas even the people that really enjoyed the movie, if you ask them now, it's like, well, it was okay. It's sort of, but they've sort of just, it's all fallen off a little bit now. Whereas, like, Zack still gets mentioned now with a lot of people. Even if you don't like it, you mention and you talk about Zack and his work.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people, it's weird because like friends that don't collect, that I have over here, and don't collect at all, they say like BVS is ass. They say Man of Steel, or some like it, but a lot of people just hate on it, which is weird because when I go back and watch those freaking movies, they're fire to me. Like, I really like them, and it's just like it's just like BVS aged so well for me. It really did. And definitely. Like, all my other friends are just like, hell no, that movie's trash. And I'm like, if you go back, there is some like amazing scenes on those movies.
Definitely.
And I don't know what it is. I think it might be because what we've gotten after that was not the greatest stuff, not the greatest DC things. And when you go back, you're like, dang, look what we had back then. And it's just like Superman, or as the kids say, aura farming, or whatever it's called these days.
It just had such an adult tone to it. DC had some fumbling of a start, and to be honest, it was just super popular to hate on DC. Whereas I think James Gunn is just getting a lot more leeway in terms of like people actually like critiquing that movie versus Man of Steel versus BVS. BVS had some things against it, like it didn't even hit $1 billion. They were expecting quite a bit. I mean, you had Superman and Batman in that movie. To be honest, it probably should have hit $1 billion. It did not. It didn't even hit 900 million. So it kind of failed on that front. The whole Martha scene kind of that turned it all into a meme, and it kind of became open season online to criticize it. You know, rightfully so. I think that
that was like I mean, there was a few things, but that was like the main thing that people would point at.
Yeah, I just for me it's the tone. I like the tone quite a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's something we can get into. The heavy critiques or like a spoiler breakdown or something.
I know
Badlands.
I know whenever I was watching BBS last time, like I really loved the scene when he was just like the Batmobile was just they were chasing through the streets with the Batmobile, and that Batmobile was just like going through everything, going through a ship, getting shot at, all that, and then freaking Superman just goes and lays his foot in front of it, and that shit just crashes, which is just amazing. And how they both see each other in slow motion is just outstanding.
Such a good scene.
Yeah,
well, I'm curious to see what happens with like James Gunn's universe, because like Warner Brothers is up for sale. Like the president of Comcast recently just put out, I think yesterday or like the day before, that he's confident that they're going to have a winning bid. So like, who knows what's going to happen? The Green Lantern show was just pushed out as well. So I don't know what that means in terms of anything. So yeah.
Could you imagine if that happened again? If somebody else buys it and then they just scrap everything?
Look, that's going to be awful. It's going to be awful, but I think one of the best things is it doesn't go to Disney.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think so too. I bet Joey's friends love the Acolyte. Native PBS.
Oh my God, the Acolyte. Jesus Christ.
I just like the cow parts that are plastic.
Power of Mini.
Into the cake. It seems like they never sits right. Yeah. Man of Steel followed Dark Knight Rises, which is a tough act to follow. Yeah. I like that. I mean, you always when you see DC, you always see gritty, serious. There's a little bit of jokes thrown here and there, but they're more like, I guess, smart aleck jokes, I guess you could say, something like that, you know.
One of the things too, man, is also rushed. It was extremely rushed in terms of like characters and your investment. You know, we just jumped straight into Batman v Superman. It kind of felt like at the time that Warner Brothers or DC or Snyder, one or all of them, just tried to like fast forward where like Marvel was at.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, we need like an Avengers thing. Versus taking the time out that Marvel did in that phase 1 to flesh out those characters, give us those introductions, build that world out. They didn't do that. You know, definitely fault on there. They also had so many bad movies mixed in there too that just kind of turning people off from the Snyderverse.
Yeah.
I still haven't even seen Thor 2, which I don't think I'm missing anything. I still haven't seen Blue Beetle, which, to be fair, I want to actually watch Blue Beetle because
it was pretty good. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
I have heard it's good, and I don't know too much about Blue Beetle other than like Young Justice, but I like the character a lot in Young Justice, and I like the actor who plays him, the kid from Cobra Kai.
Yeah. And shout out to our guys. Shout out to a big watcher of the channel and also on Copper Drop here and there. We got Zord. Zord is back in the game with
Let's go.
Another Hot Toys freaking picture for their release. That's so cool that they're using his pictures. I mean, man,
I love that shot.
Me too. He knows how to pose these things so good.
Definitely.
That is a money shot right here. That looks great.
I don't know why they put his stuff all the way on the back. I just
look how fancy this is.
It's just never mind.
Super fancy. Go on.
Yeah. They need to start. Well, I guess maybe the people that have probably been doing the pictures for the longest they have in the front, and then maybe they put the newer guys in the back more. So I understand that because this is, I think, Zord's second time having them post this, and man, I mean, he's been using this this I guess peak of the building, the antenna, for a few shots, and it looks he uses it so good. I like it a lot. His posing's good too.
It's incredible. Yeah. Some of these poses.
It's the poses, man. He's so good at it. Makes it actually dynamic. Gives a good name. Gives a good name to these toys, you know?
He this figure probably does not bend well at all. It just doesn't look like it does, or articulates well at all.
I think
it look like it.
I think in one of the photos that you showed that wasn't Zord's, the abdomen and like the upper crotch area looked all looked pretty wonky.
Yeah. Let's see. Where was it? Oh, right here?
Yeah, you get some bad pieces.
You can see it's like thick plastic, kind of, or whatever, vinyl, or whatever it is.
The man's packing though. Look at that.
What? Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. Yeah, Zord is goated for sure. Save the best for last. Save day. Guess you're right.
Zord's just a man of the people.
He really is. He really is. There's not many people that you find that have that many like subscribers or that many followers that will give you the time of day. Zord will literally answer you within a day at least.
Oh, and it also feels extremely like grassroots, you know? Zord's been doing these live streams with us, with video, communicating with so many people in the community. Started just in his room with a few toys, got better and better, got more popular. Pretty much stayed true to what he was good at, what he liked, and he just kept at it, progressing quite a bit. And then honestly, truly kind of revolutionized the way some people took like pictures, the way they posted it, the way people posted on social media.
He did that for me. I tried the Zord photography way a couple times. I might go back to it. It's a real, like, you have to dedicate a lot of space to having that kind of photography. You have to have a lot of depth, which is going to be a lot of space in the room. It's just a lot. So his is just so nice, and the way he poses is very nice as well.
Yeah.
So happy for Zord. Yeah.
I'm glad that the photographers like that are getting recognized more now.
Yeah.
I mean, community approved, you know?
Yeah.
Dang, that shot is really nice though. Damn. But yeah, so I didn't put up a poll. I usually put up polls, but I just didn't this time. I'm sorry, y'all. He saw Catwoman. Oh, because of his because you said he was packing. One of Zord Patrick's pics has a weird crotch going on too. Not much you can do about it. Yeah.
I think it's the figure.
Maybe right here. Yeah, look at his knee too. Look at this. Oops. There we go. Wait. Right here, it's like bunching right here. And then on the knee.
But that's really crazy posing.
Yeah. Dang. That's crazy. But yeah, guys, I wish I would have put a poll, but I didn't. But I know a lot of people are cropping this one. Which photography on the figure? He has an understanding of photography. He really does. But we'll go to the next thing, which I believe I just wanted to talk about this not very quickly, but let me go to it. So in art, let me go on here actually. In art, I guess they released the Snape. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see the unboxing of Snape?
No, not yet.
Okay. Well,
yeah, I watched that. Yeah, I watched it. Yeah, it's really good, and I added some things that I didn't realize it had it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like the
I didn't watch the full video, so
the magnetic eyes.
Oh wow, I didn't see that. Okay, hold on. Let me see. I think here it is, right here. Pull it over here.
Joey, are you regretting not getting any of these Harry Potters or these figures? I know that you prefer like the older versions.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hold on.
of them, but damn, dude, each time I keep seeing these, I'm like, I should have snagged them. I should have snagged the trio.
Yeah, sometimes I think that too. I'm like, because I'm getting this one for sure, but then I'm just hoping that they come out with the older versions, which I like better.
Beautiful box.
It is. You got your instructions you usually get. Did you pre-order it? Did y'all pre-order it? Any Viking? No.
No, I passed on this one. I passed on all the Potter line.
Potter.
Potter.
I love it,
Bro.
Honestly, because obviously when we were younger, this was so popular. The amount of times I would go, "You're a wizard, Harry!" Every time.
Oh my god! You just say it. You say it like with not even trying. You say it just.
Oh yeah, you're a wizard, Harry.
I saw Zord. Yeah. Zord came in here. What is up? Thank you. Yo, what's good, my guys? Congrats. Hey, thank you, Zord, for that. Appreciate it. Congrats to you, actually, as well. Thank you for being here. We were talking good about you right now. I don't know if you caught it, but we were talking good.
You missed the glazing if you weren't here.
Yeah, we were big time glazing. But yeah, the Snape looks absolutely amazing. I mean, I know some people saw this in the what is it? What are you like? What is it?
Dude, I love Jazzy. He said, "I'm selling Harry and the ginger guy."
Oh my god. Jazzy, I saw you selling something else too. I think another ginger character. I think I saw it on eBay. But boom, we had the head sculpt. This this just looks so good. I think it was like less than a year that they came out with this thing, maybe.
Super quick.
And look at that. I mean, that looks just outstanding. Some of those potions or whatever they are. That is just crazy.
They do go that extra level in art, don't they?
Yeah. You got the detailed book. Oh, the advanced dark arts book or whatever it is. Oh, the table.
Okay, so I'm trying to think back. It's been a long time since we talked about this. When they originally posted this, did it come with the table?
No,
I didn't think so. Okay,
I don't think it even came with. It might have. I was gonna say I don't think it came with the book, but it might have.
I think it might have. I think the biggest detractor was it had all these accessories but no table.
Yeah,
which was rather odd. But even at the time though, like one of the things that I think we might have even mentioned, but for sure chat at that time would have mentioned, is the fact that InArt always adds in an additional accessory or a couple additional accessories. I'm curious if that's actually something that they intentionally do.
I think that I think we've said that before. Like they leave like a big piece and then they get people talking. And then they add it in looking like the heroes, but they already had that planned, So
I think they do the same with their head sculpts.
They come out with like an one, and then they
because it happens too often with them. They sort of show off the figure and go, "Oh yeah, well we could do better," and then a week or two later go, "Well, here's the actual head sculpt," and everyone loses their minds because it's amazing.
Yeah, because like I said, they showed off the Snape at one of their conventions, and I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking about not even keeping the pre-order because it looks so trash. And then now I see the final product and bro, it looks fire,
Yeah,
hey, what do you guys think about Rockman Chris's comment? He says, "I'm a little disappointed they moved away from the magnetic base instead of trying to improve it. Because this is a continuation and a line, it should blend seamlessly with its counterparts." I think that's pretty fair.
Yeah, I think it is too. I don't know why they don't just do a slate of magnet. I just don't know why.
I think the best thing to do would just do both, and it pleases everyone, because there are people that don't like magnetic bases and they would rather a crotch grabber. So I think they should have just done a whole magnet for the base, and then just how they've done it with a little hole that you could just cover up with a little
rock.
Rock, just like Hot Toys does on some of their bases, and then it pleases everyone.
Yeah, and you got two. You got it extra secure too if you want to have that crotch grabber on there just for that, like extra security. You can have that. Love it. I mean, I like how minimal that crotch grabber is though. I didn't notice that. Look how like it's super small. It's not like the thick ones that Hot Toys has.
Yeah, and this one's black as well.
Mm-hmm. I haven't seen any of this yet, so hopefully that's not a pain in the ass to get the head sculpt on. But damn, it already looks good. Just the hair going in front of the face just looks amazing. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have to do the tie? Hell no. What the fuck?
So he's like, I can't even do a normal tie.
Well, I can't do a normal tie, bro. What do you expect me to do this one for? What the heck?
Philly says it's a discreet crotch grabber. Harrison,
discreet crotch grabber.
You selected Alien versus Aliens, which I think that's one of those things that neither is wrong at all.
Yeah, that's a very tough decision.
What did you think about Alien Earth? High level. You don't have to go into like a lot of detail.
Yeah, I think it was okay. It wasn't as good as I was hoping it to be. There was a few things that they did in it that I thought was just silly. But I'm happy that we're getting more Alien, and the same with Predator as well. I'm happy that we've got more Alien and Predator recently than we ever have. So
look,
I'm happy about that.
I like Predator Badlands quite a bit more than Alien Earth. So
yeah,
that's a win.
I would agree with that. Yeah,
Badlands is so good. Hey, the magnet eyes look like they actually work pretty good. I mean, look at that.
Has is it primarily J&D that have the magnetic eyes? Do people have a problem with that? Like on
I heard that. I heard even collecting Nerd Zone, he said that the magnetic eyes are hard to move around on that J&D. It's probably because like on this one it's just hard plastic that you got to move the eyes through.
Oh,
not silicone with like J&D, so it's probably gripping the eyes a lot more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's probably harder on silicone.
It's also going to be worse though if they go unaligned or the magnets fail, because with the silicone you can just pull the eyes out.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I'm not sure if you'd be able to do that with this.
It's like Austin Powers. Oh no, I've gone cross-eyed.
Damn. I love the
hands. Look at the details of the hand.
Did he have any fingernails? Oh yeah, he did. Okay. Looks good, man. I like it.
Looks very good.
Dang, it looks. Oh man. Imagine you had like the other Harry Potter characters. Fire.
Wizard.
It's going to be a great line as more pieces come out and you start seeing just the whole shelf of Harry Potter.
I would love like a Hagrid. Hagrid would be great and awesome.
Oh man, Hagrid would be so cool.
I would get that.
Wait until next year when the HBO show comes out. I would imagine these are going to be a bit more popular.
Oh my God! Tell Snape that he's a piece of shit. This guy's gonna become lubricated.
Lily, stop it! He loved Lily. Okay.
Badland was more. Okay. Yeah, we're actually about to talk about some Badlands. I think that we're at that part. We can talk about it for a little bit, and then we'll end the show there. Y'all ready to get into it?
Let's chat, boys.
Okay, let me hold on. Let me put the spoiler warning.
Yeah. I'll just preface a few things. I didn't get to like organize my thoughts super well, so I may be a little sporadic, but
I hear excuses.
No, I'm very excited to see if you guys critique the movie or how you explain how amazing it is. But you guys want to start like super high level of just kind of giving some brief thoughts, and then we can kind of go into like bits and pieces throughout the movie?
Yeah. You want to start?
You go ahead and start.
Okay. You know what? We should start with our ratings first. Okay. So everybody knows what kind of baseline that we're on.
Yeah. Well, that's what I meant by like high level thoughts.
Okay. I'm gonna give the movie an 8.5. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of action, which I enjoy. There was a lot of creativity as well, like coming with the like the different types of things that can kill you on that island. I like that a lot. It just seems like it was very creative, and I know we'll get into it later. I know the writing wasn't there 100%, but I feel like a lot of it was made up with the action, and it just, I feel like the storytelling was good on my part. I liked it. I didn't think too deep into it, but I know somebody here did. But we're gonna go with Viking. Viking, what was your rating?
So if we're doing it, I said 4 out of 5, so that would probably be an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I think it's very, very good for what it's trying to be and what it's trying to add to the franchise. There are things that I didn't like as much about it, but they work for what it is.
Yeah.
The thing that I loved the most was just how visually stunning it was. Like, this is a movie that you really should see at the cinema. Like, it sounds amazing, it looks amazing. It's very Avatar-like in that way, I would say. Where it's just beautiful to look at in some of the scenes. Deck as a character really grew on me from this movie. Even his look. Once you start watching it and you see what happens to him and his story and where he's coming from, it's like, oh, okay, well, his look makes so much more sense. Like the ponytail that he's got, it does add that sort of look that he's a younger Yautja instead of this sort of experienced predator that we're used to.
Yeah.
So that I really enjoyed that.
Was Yautja what they've always been called?
Yeah, they've always been a Yautja. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if that was like a clan name or something. I'm not into Predators as much as everybody. So, but this was like one Predator movie that I've really it caught my attention.
Yeah, and I think that's what it's going to do for a lot of people. I think it's like something I was surprised with, because I know it was PG-13 over there.
Yeah.
For you. So I was expecting over here that it was still going to be a 15, which is what it usually
15 and
is.
up.
But yeah, which is 15 and up. But for us, it's only a 12. So like, this is a movie that I could let my daughter watch.
Yeah.
Like, she's 10 now. So there's nothing scary in this. There's nothing that's overly violent, not more than say like a King Kong or Godzilla movie where Kong's ripping monsters apart and things. So I think you're going to attract a lot more of a younger audience with this movie as well as an older audience. And that's going to, so if they'd say, for example, Badlands 2, and it's the same sort of thing, I could then take my daughter to go see it, and it's going to be more like people our age and parents and adults are going to go, well, the first one was really good. Well, I can take my kids to go see the second one.
Yeah.
So it's going to, for that aspect of it as well, I think is really good.
I agree. And like I said, coming from me, I don't watch Predator as much. I think Prey I really like though, but this one really got me into it because we're actually seeing the behind the scenes of what the Predator go through, and I don't think that you usually normally see that.
No, never.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'll give it like 6.5 to 7 out of 10. Something in that range. I liked it. Still a bit above average for me. There's a lot of inconsistencies with the story that don't quite add up to me. I don't necessarily love Deck's design. It's okay. It serves a purpose. Kind of wish there would have been more practical effects in this. It did feel like a video game at times. A lot of my issues do just come from like inconsistency with some of the story elements of it. We can definitely get into that. Tone was fine. I definitely think the PG-13 is gonna definitely open it up to more of a widespread audience. I would have liked what would feel more like a grounded tone, something like the first Predator, even the second, or like or even Predators. yeah, I mean, high level, that's kind of it. If you guys want to get into some specifics.
Okay, yeah. I mean, the beginning was really what set the tone for a lot of this movie. I feel like I really liked when they were fighting in the beginning. The brothers were there. I mean, I knew they wouldn't kill each other, you know. But whenever I saw how much Deck meant to his brother by, you know, him protecting him like he did, that, like I said, set the tone. And I don't know why that was a really cool start to the movie to me.
I actually really like the story in the fact that it's I think you needed a very basic story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was super basic.
So they could then focus on everything else. Because if it was a very convoluted story, you'd be like, well, okay, but what's going on here? And what is this? And whereas if you get within like the first 5-10 minutes, oh, okay, well, he's on a revenge quest. He needs to get himself ready and prove himself so then he can go after his dad.
Yeah.
So I liked that aspect of it because it does get very quick straight into the story, and you know exactly why he's on that planet, and you know exactly what he's doing. And
I feel like they spent enough time on that scene also to where you felt for Deck a lot.
I mean, it's a quick movie. It's like an hour 45. I actually had some issues with the whole Quay and Deck scene in the very beginning. I'll actually start with like the story, like you guys said. Story was okay. I thought it was very generic, though. I have a soft spot for like coming of age stories. You know, I do love that.
Yeah.
Something like a Stand By Me, a Breakfast Club, something about overcoming adversity at a young age, going into like your maturity period. I've always enjoyed movies like that, and so that's a pretty strong element to me. I do kind of wish, though, it would have strayed a bit away from that. This felt, I don't want to say Disney, because I think that's, I think that's kind of lazy. I would have liked something more from a POV of like a traditional Predator. Maybe something along the lines of like Joaquin Phoenix's like the Joker movie, where they don't necessarily try and paint him to be a good guy. Just explains like the world around him, how he views it all, and kind of just how it unravels from there, without trying to glamorize it or make the audience feel like they're a good guy or try to justify any kind of action, which you could possibly I mean, you can give reasons of why like Arthur Fleck did some of the things he did, like in the subway, like with the defending himself and whatnot. If it, I think it would have been kind of cool following a story like that. But with Quay and Deck, I kind of don't understand why they fought in the very beginning. Quay beat Deck. Quay explains to Deck like, hey, going forward, you're going to have to start using like your environment around you to survive, because you can't just jump head first into a battle. You're not experienced enough. You're not good enough. And honestly, you physically are not able to keep up. That was mentioned in the very beginning. But after they finished and after they were talking through the quest that Deck has to go on, you know, Deck makes the comment, well, I'm a predator or I'm a Yautja. And Quay's like, not yet. You still have to do a final test. Which, like, in his culture, Deck should have known that. I kind of don't understand that scene. I get the narrative sense. Quay, quote unquote, I guess, would have done like a killing shot, and then Deck kind of fell, but he survived, right? And he's like, I survived because I'm Yautja.
But I feel like he knew that he would survive that. Like, he wasn't going to kill him. He knew that he would grab onto the side.
That's not the part. I actually kind of like the fact that Quay didn't hold back.
Yeah.
And Deck survived for, you know, whatever reason, right? It was just him saying that one line. Like, You should know this. Like, you should know you have to take this like final test. You know,
he's definitely painted as he's being ignorant, isn't he? He's thinking,
exactly.
That's why when he's like this story, they definitely did it in a way that you felt like he was a stubborn, ignorant little kid that thinks that he can do everything, but he can't,
which can work. Like the issue I had is after they finished, he selected his quest, and I have some issues with the whole calyx thing, but we can kind of get into that. Yeah. The most feared creature that no Yautja has defeated, they've all gone missing, and even the father is terrified. Has some issues, but as they're staying outside the spaceship, they see a ship coming up, and Quay doesn't physically alter. His reaction doesn't change at all as the ship pulls up. And it's the father. And the father says, "Why is it not done yet?" And he's referencing Quay has to kill Deck. Not necessarily being a runt, but being physically incapable of like what he deems the standard of the tribe to be. It's like my issue is, well, if Quay knew he has to kill Deck, his father told him their clan leader, their tribal leader explains it, and you see him strolling up. Why the hell do you not send Deck away? Like, why go through the whole fight scene? Why do the whole like, oh, you now have to select your quest like a video game? Why go through all that when you know your father's just either going to kill him or force his death in some kind of capacity?
I don't think he thought he would pull up and do it right there, though.
Why not? The father isn't shown to be forgiving or lax in any kind of way.
I don't think he expected him to be like, "Oh yeah, I'm pulling up. You know what? Kill him right now."
But the father already told him to do it. Like,
he told him to do it, but he didn't expect him to be like, "Do it."
I think that's what the whole intro is, isn't it? It's his brother's trying to do everything he can to make sure that he doesn't have to kill Deck. So he's pushing his brother. That whole scene is pushing Deck. It's like, come on, Deck, you need to be better. You can do better. Use your environment. You're not doing what you need to. And he's trying his hardest to make sure that when his father does show up, he's like, no, look, he can do this. He's going to go on his first.
Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen.
He will survive. And obviously his dad's like, no, we don't. He's the run. We're not even going to let him try because he's not worthy of it. Like, their honor is such a high thing with the Yautjas, isn't it?
Yeah, I definitely get like the narrative sense that they were going for, but to me, it didn't make any sense. It's kind of like expecting the audience to be like, oh, well.
I agree with what you're saying. I think his brother should have been at that point when he saw the speed. Like, he should have been more like, oh crap, we need to get you. Like, if they just added that sort of scene where he's trying to push him, where he shoots him into the ship. If they did that straight away, as if like, oh no, he's coming, get in a go sort of thing, that would have flowed a little bit better, because your brother knew that was going to happen, and then he could have sort of had that whole fight.
Yeah, that's kind of my thing with that, with the entire interaction. Just from like an audience point of view, watching it, I'm like, Quay's an idiot. If I was in like a kind of society or culture like this, banking on, well, even though they told me to kill him, when in our culture is extremely ruthless, you know what, maybe the father's gonna be chill, and I can be like, hey, Deck's gonna go on a quest, he can redeem himself in your eyes. It just seems rather silly to believe that. They could have done something exactly what you're saying, Harrison, of like, the ship's coming up, Quay's like, shit, you gotta get on the ship. Deck's like, wait, why? Quick explanation. Deck says no. Quay throws him into the ship. He gets knocked out, so it kind of serves in the same purpose of like Deck going to the planet, as they had him being knocked out. And then we see the showdown between like the father and Quay. Another issue I kind of had with that is like the father immediately went into like invisible mode to fight Quay.
Well, at that point, he dishonored him, didn't he? At that point, he doesn't think he's worthy anymore because he didn't listen, he didn't obey. So I'm not going to fight you fairly if you're not going to do as you're ordered. You're at that point. He's like, well, you're not even Yautja anymore.
Yeah, definitely. Like in that sense, I kind of wished the father. Okay, so the father had invisibility, and then he won, right? So it's kind of like a good father was given even better equipment and won a fight. I think from like a storytelling purpose, Quay should have gone like invisible. Tried to fight the father, like he knows he can't fight quote unquote honorably, so he just has to try and survive it. So he goes invisible, and then the father still kills him, and it kind of sets the father up to be not only super ruthless, but a more skilled fighter. That way, I think it kind of highlights him quite a bit more in that sense.
Yeah.
I see Rockman Chris is saying some things. His brother defying a clan leader is something that never happens. It shows the level of love. He is the first to go against the clan leader's orders.
Yep.
Those
and I'm very okay. I actually like the fact that Quay disobeyed the orders of the father and kind of just doing something out of love and quote unquote like out of character for a Yautja. I just think the way it was done is a little messy and not super tight. Like it could have been improved on quite a bit.
So, and the whole time when they kept saying like he wants his cloak, when Dick was like he wants his cloak, I literally did not know what he was talking about until like right before the father put the cloak on at the end. I was like, oh, that's what he meant by cloaking. Okay, I get it. That probably should have clicked in my head a little bit sooner. But now that I know that, like now that we see that shows that the cloaking is like when you have that, like you're the shit, basically, right?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I also think that the way Quay was acting as well, it also shows a little bit that him and Deck are very similar. He's being ignorant at that point. He's like, well, even if he's not ready, I can send him on a ship and I can beat Dad. I'm strong enough. I'm tough enough. I can do this. It's not. I don't need to be worried. And maybe he wasn't expecting his dad to go invisible if he's going to fight. Maybe he's not going to use his cloak because he's going to fight honorably because my father's honorable. And then when he goes and uses the cloak, it's like, oh crap. And you sort of almost see that in his expression and the way he's moving. It's like he doesn't know now what to do. And obviously he's going to lose. Maybe Quay hasn't even got a cloak. Maybe he hasn't been on his path to get the cloak yet.
Because like what Rockman is saying is that like weapons are achievements to achievements. The better you are, the better your weapons are. And it looks like Dick and Quay had the same weapon, like the same sword, right?
Yeah.
Maybe the same sword, but to get blooded, that's when you get like your invisibility, like the cloaking.
Yeah.
Ice, so that's part of what would you say, like the culture of it, or the final quest or whatever you want to call it. I just think it could have been done quite a bit better to kind of set up the father, not make Quay seem a little ignorant of some things, at least from like the audience POV.
1/6 Lover saying father doesn't think Quay is worthy of a fair fight.
Yeah. So all I'm explaining in this sense is the father's the clan leader. So you would expect him to be powerful, tough, extremely skilled. You can assume he's quite old. I guess with the tendrils, or I guess we can just
you said you didn't think that made sense that they were white.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know yet. We don't know what capacity it means, like that they're white versus like every other Yautja that we've seen has been black. I guess you can just assume it's old age, which I that kind of brings on a lot of questions. But like with 1/6 Lovers, father doesn't think Quay is worthy for a fair fight. I'm all for the father not deeming it Quay to be worthy because he like disobeyed him. I'm okay with that. My only issue is I would want the father to be set up to be a very powerful like antagonist or a very powerful threat. And for him to have the advantage and still win, it doesn't necessarily paint him in that light. I think it could have been done a lot better. where Quay has the technical advantage of invisibility and the father still wins. It just sets the father up to be a very powerful character, like going forward. As we go through the movie, where the audience members being like, wow, Deck couldn't even beat Quay one-on-one in a fair fight, and Quay couldn't beat the father even though he had all the advantages. I just thought it could have set the father up to be a better threat later on.
Anyone who bears the mark.
I mean, there's quite a bit to get into. I can kind of keep going along like some of my issues if you guys want.
Keep going. Well,
and if I
you remember the movie, wait, I don't know how you can remember every scene. I would have to be fresh out the movie.
Well, I definitely remember any scene. I just wrote down some thoughts and some notes. They're a bit scattered because I don't remember it specifically in order. So I'm gonna jump around slightly.
That's fine.
I guess going into when we meet the synthetic. Okay, yeah. Hold on.
Lee's saying, I think the whole point of the movie was breaking the society norms of synths and predators.
So when Deck gets to the planet, I had some issues. Right off the bat, this is the most feared creature for their clan, right? No other Yautja has survived. Even the father is terrified of it. Yet they know, even though they have a database showing like an overview of the creature, they don't know absolutely anything about the creature or that planet at all. You'd think this would be a thing of myths, but there'd be something to it. You know, something along the lines of, why is the Calyx so terrifying, or why is it such a powerful opponent? He kind of just seemed ignorant of the entire thing, which would be fine being like, oh, he just quickly selected the quest and kind of went along. But it seemed like they kind of painted in the picture of this thing's like a thing of myths and legends for their clan. I mean, they even explained that the father's terrified. You'd think they would know something like, why is the thing so powerful, or why is it so terrifying, you know, or what makes the planet so difficult. Then you could say, well, no Yautja has survived.
Yeah, that's what I just put it down to, is the fact that they didn't know anything because no one survived to come back to say anything.
Yeah, and I guess from like the POV, that's kind of the only thing we kind of go off of, is like everybody who has left has just never returned. Out of sheer curiosity, though, I'd be like, wow, you would think there'd be like a clan hunt or something, or
like a lot of them go.
Yeah, you know, there'd be something compelling to figure out what is this myth, what is this legend, what has happened to all these Yautjas over the years, over the centuries. We don't know how long it's been. So
sounds like a long time. I was gonna say hello to Mitchell Lawrence. What is up, Mitchell? Thank you for being here. Enjoyed Badlands. I just wish the last fight between Deck and his father was longer. Yeah, it was pretty short.
Yeah, that's one of my biggest things, was they needed to spend just a little bit more time at that end part.
So fast forward a little bit when he's on the planet, and he's going through some of that brush that has like the paralyzing like darts that shoot out.
Oh yeah.
So we meet the synthetic Thea. Yeah, we meet the synthetic Thea, and she's tied up in like that bird's nest, and she's the one kind of giving the explanation of like, hey, those things are going to like paralyze you, bro. You know? How did she get tied up?
You told me this, and I was like, okay. You got me there. I don't know.
She said she was there for 2 weeks.
I mean, there's freaking every damn creature in the book. There's roots from trees that can freaking grab you and kill you. So you're telling me that there's not a bird with thumbs that can do that?
No, it just seems like a big plot point. It seems like they just threw her in there and there's absolutely no explanation.
How she got tied up? Well, I'm assuming that the damn bird knows how to tie knots at least.
I guess you can maybe assume that you brought this up to me of like her just flying through the air and like stabbing the bird.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Whenever like Deck was almost about to get eaten by it because he was paralyzed, and just out of nowhere, like how did she jump on top of it? Like I don't get that.
But like the other thing too is Deck gets shot with those like paralyzing things, right? And she's like, "Oh, bro, you better hurry up. That shit's gonna paralyze you." But I have the antidote. Why does she have the antidote? She explains like no humans can survive on there. That's why they're all synthetics.
Yeah.
What need would she have for an antidote? Like why would she have an antidote on her person?
Well, I suppose that she's there to study and learn, isn't she? So she was obviously while she's been there, she's not so much prepared, but like while she's been there, she's like, okay, well, this is what this does, and this is what this does. Well, okay, well, we need to know. We need to know in case humans do want to come here eventually. This will help for this, and this will help for that. So I could get away with that. The whole jumping thing, I felt that was a bit sort of a stretch, but I suppose that they are very strong synths, aren't they? So I could see that she had the height difference, so maybe she just sort of, once she untied herself, she just sort of propelled herself with her hands, and that
looks so funny.
Yeah, it would be like that's. I would assume that's why you don't see that part, because it would have just looked very odd to see. So
yeah, so like I guess my point with like the antidote thing, it's not gangs overthinking, just out. It's for sure a popcorn flick, but like that's the fun thing about movies like this is if the only conversation is like, oh no, it's so great, it's completely fine. You know, that's rather boring, especially when there's a lot of movies that I like that just get criticized to death. And like one of the examples that Joey brought up is like BVS. You know, that's like culturally, especially online, that is the movie that if you give any kind of positive feedback, it's immediately just riddled with, oh, but the Martha scene, you know, we're just like silly things of being like, no, that's not how Superman is. But like, you don't give any kind of like qualitative feedback from like the story. Like people don't like qualify why it's not a Superman story. They just say no, it's bad. You know,
nothing's perfect ever. Nothing's.
That's what the fun part about movies are, is that like we can always, you know, talk. I mean, there's so many talking points to a lot of movies.
I mean, and the thing is too, without discussions like this, if you just accept absolutely everything that is presented to you, for one, that's extremely boring. But these are the conversations I would have with like my buddies. You know, this is exactly what I would be doing with Joey. If it wasn't for this like live stream. But also criticism like this is extremely good because it kind of helps hopefully shape where you want the franchise to go going forward. I mean, look at Star Wars. You know, people are extremely unhappy with the sequel trilogy. And at that point, you could easily just say, well, those are popcorn movies. Those are made for kids. So do not criticize them. Just accept whatever it is that Disney gives you. I don't necessarily love that answer. Like, and the thing is, you can criticize something in a movie can have a lot of issues that you can articulate and you can accept, but you can like it. Like one of my examples, and we've used this on Copper Drop many a times, I really like Jurassic Park 3.
Yeah.
I think Jurassic Park 3 is a fun movie.
I'm gonna go put that on before I go to sleep.
Yeah.
But like, could we sit here and talk shit about the movie? Yes. Yeah, pretty easily.
Yeah. I think a big one for me as well is one of my personal favorites is Prometheus. I love Prometheus so much. It's not perfect, just like everything else, but I love that movie. But you ask anybody, most people tell you it's awful and they hate it. And
I need to okay, so I've seen Prometheus and Covenant one time, and I don't remember too much. But
you have to watch them.
After Alien Earth, I've chatted with a lot of friends, and I didn't realize how divisive those two movies are.
Yeah.
Especially with how different and how like it kind of changes the lore and how people are kind of like upset with that. So I'm really excited to kind of go into it and just kind of see for myself.
Yeah, you should, because it's great. I enjoy both of those movies. Again, they're not perfect. It does have its flaws, but they're really good. I much prefer them over Earth.
Okay, as of now, where are you two at? You somebody kind of
just keep going. Did this shot remind you of The Mandalorian for some reason?
Dude, there's a lot about this that reminds me of The Mandalorian.
Yeah, this reminded me of it, and I mean, and also this movie has that aspect of the Mandalorian that the Mandalorian started with, like, you got this one beefy character, mean character, then now he has to take care of a child, or it's not a child, but it's like half a person. He needs to walk around with it, and it's just a burden at some point.
And he goes from having this ingrained culture that some would not find acceptable, and he learns to I guess grow out of certain negative aspects of that culture, to embrace new people around him, to be a better creature going forward. Yeah, there's a lot of parallels there.
And I mean, it's just like whatchamacallit is like that too. The Last of Us is kind of like that as well.
That's what I was going to say. It's very, and I've seen a few people, even Hideo Kojima said it. It's a very video game like style movie. Like the points of a video game is very like, you start off with a character and then you lose all your gear and you have to learn to use your surroundings and acquire new equipment. And while you're on the journey, you find this funny talking. Like, for example, in God of War, you find a Mimir and he's a talking head and you have it on your hip. And while you're walking around, he comes out with funny quips. And it's very much that style of movie where you've got your character and you progress on this world. That's a big open world and lots of things to kill you. And you have to level up, and then you get new equipment. And then by the time that you get to the end, you fight the big boss. And it's very, very, very similar to a lot of video games.
I mean, Dan Trachtenberg basically states like his inspiration from this is from like video games, and then like
he's a big gamer.
Yeah, he's a big video game buff. I guess he made like YouTube videos like back in the day too.
Yeah.
One of the issues I have, maybe I'll save this for like when we get to that part, is the fact it kind of feels like a video game, like exactly kind of like you explained, Harrison, is that he's just doing these little side quests to get to the Calyx, and he's gaining those experience points.
Yeah.
And then he fights the final boss because he's leveled up via experience points. He wins. But I have so many issues of that within itself. But I guess I can save that. What do you guys think about the universal translator? And I guess I can explain this, because I know chat's gonna be like, well, we never would have been able to understand what was going on. Yeah, we would have. We would have been able to understand. I mean, we followed Wolf in Alien versus Predator. Wolf didn't speak English. He didn't talk, yet through his like actions and some of his mannerisms, we understood it. He interacted with like a human character kind of throughout.
They're just trying to make it easier. Like what Viking was saying, you take your daughter there that doesn't probably want to read all those subtitles. I mean, I know I don't want to read them, but I wouldn't want to go through. I like with -1. I really with Godzilla -1, I liked it, but like I'm a dub guy. I need to have it dubbed for me.
Yeah, so like I guess my thing with like the universal translator, I just feel like I get the narrative concept. I get what they're trying to go for with the audience. The universal translator doesn't necessarily make sense in how they used it. For one, she first interacts with him by speaking Yautja, so she can already speak his language, right? Okay, why does she need to do anything else outside of that? And granted, I know you're gonna say it's for the audience's sake. I don't necessarily enjoy changing elements of the story for making it better for the audience to watch, because like the way they explain the universal translator, she says, I will speak English and then anything around me will be able to understand it in their native tongue. that kind of doesn't make sense. So
yeah, I didn't understand that either.
So like as she is speaking, if there's a Yautja, there's a xenomorph, or whatever around her, they will all understand it in their native language. That just feels a little messy within itself, but also kind of raises a lot of questions. If that is this universal translator and anything can understand exactly what they're stating, that means like in this universe, Weyland Yutani exists. That means xenomorphs do exist, or they will exist in this continuity. And because of Alien Earth and what's her face? Wendy being able to communicate with the xenomorph, she's able to control them. So does that mean like in this timeline, could Weyland Yutani control all xenomorphs that they encounter because of this universal translator?
I mean, possibly. It would be a stretch, though. I do think it definitely was used not just for, but mainly just for the audience to go, okay, well, you don't have to. This is how it's explained, and that's how you're going to hear it. But also, narratively, it is used towards the end, isn't it, where they're captured, and she's being asked, well, what's he saying? So I suppose in that way, it is set up to pay off later down the line on the story.
But even without that universal translator, she speaks Yautja.
Yeah, so it definitely is more just for an audience thing.
And the thing is, they didn't necessarily state like the universal translator is unique to her, so no other synthetics have it. It is primarily unique to her on a planet where she can't necessarily use that, because she wasn't able to use it against that giant bird. She wasn't able to use it with the tree. She wasn't able to use it to that giant monster through that bladed grass. She wasn't able to use it.
I suppose because they're not talking.
Yeah, they're
just animals. Yeah, they're just animals.
Yeah, so I don't see any other purpose for her to have it on that planet when no other synthetics have it that's around her. Because if they did have it, they would have understood that conversation that her and Deck were having. You know?
Yeah.
So it just gets a little messy with how they explain it. You know? I just think there could have been a lot of better ways for them to kind of go about it besides that, because it just creates a lot of questions.
Yeah, I personally, I do agree with you. I wouldn't have minded if it was just Yautja the entire film. I don't mind subtitles if it works for the movie. I think it can add a lot to the film as well. I'm trying to think of one that comes to mind. Is it Apocalypto?
Yeah,
That's
Apocalypto. I was thinking of.
Yeah, that's all subtitle, and that works fine, and I really enjoy that. So I do think I think if this was a R-rated 15, 18, if it was purely for adults, I think it would have been Yautja just the entire time. Well, but I think because it's a lot younger age, I think kids won't want to read.
Yep, I definitely get the tone that they were going for. I mean, but granted, they've done this in the past with like a movie like WALL-E. You know, WALL-E's not just like speaking English the entire time, right? I don't believe so. He just says like WALL-E, and you kind of just follow him through his actions and mannerisms and like how he's interacting with people, like in the environment around him. You know, and that still worked. That was a kids' movie, and I think it's a pretty brilliant movie.
Yeah, I think it's Well, I love WALL-E. WALL-E's a great film.
I gotta rewatch that,
man. Yeah, it can work. I just think it was. I guess there was going to be. I guess he knew there was going to be a lot of speaking for Deck, so they was just, well, what can we do? And I think that was just the best way about it.
Everybody speaks Groot. Everybody does.
Oh, okay. You know what? That's actually a really good example. So let's use Guardians of the Galaxy and let's use Avatar. So both movies, I believe Avatar starts off with them like actually having subtitles. What are the blue things called again?
Navu.
Okay, so it starts off with like them speaking their language, and then we slowly drift into like English, right? It's kind of like the audience is now kind of immersed in this, kind of like Groot. If you're around him long enough and you have that connection, you actually will understand him, right? They could have done some kind of transition like that in this movie, and would kind of cleared up quite a bit of wonky elements like that.
They could have done that, yeah. So Deck just ended up speaking English. I think if they did that, though, I think he would then be too human.
Ooh, yeah, I definitely do not think people would have loved it if he spoke English.
No, if he just if he started off like she did, where she just speaks Yautja, and then after a while they both just spoke English to each other, I think you would have lost that. You would have think, oh, he's just a guy now. He's just You would have lost that part of him,
especially because he's the most human-looking predator as well.
Yeah.
I you know what? And that's something I've been trying to avoid is like talking through just his design, because I think that can be a little boring. That's extremely subjective. I can't give like a lot of good evidence to that other than this is bad because I feel this way. You know?
Yeah, that's fair. Not everything's gonna. I mean, I have to say he's not the best looking Yautja that we've seen on screen, not by a long shot. But then I do like how heavily they focused on his face. There's a lot of scenes that I really enjoyed purely because you could see his expression. Like it was in the trailer, the scene where he crashes off his ship and he then rolls and he's sort of looking at the floor. I really, while it's silly that he's come from space and crashed and landed, that part of it's silly, but when he's there and the camera's focusing on his face and he's sort of, he looks defeated already. He's like, I've just got here and I've just crashed. I've lost everything.
Yeah.
And then you see more and more he's getting angrier and angrier. I really like that aspect of it, where you can see exactly how he's feeling from his facial expressions.
You kind of brought up a couple issues that I completely forgot about. The crash landing. This is something that okay, so he crash lands, he ejects, he's going through the atmosphere. It's showing that the ship is shaking. He has to eject to survive. He lands away from the ship. The ship's completely fine. Not like we see the inside because the other synthetics go in there to retrieve some weapons, which I have an issue with. Because it was stated that Weyland-Yutani, they do not have the technology that the Yautja does of like light speed, and that's huge. So why did they not focus on like the ship and they were just focused on some grenades, which I have some issues with?
The ship blew up.
The ship didn't blow up. We saw them go in there.
Well,
we okay. So my thing is, if Deck crash landed, Deck's a tracker by nature, right? Why would you not circle back to your ship? And if you say, well, he thought it blew up, that makes no sense. You would at least go back to see what you could use, because he essentially had.
What if he didn't know where it landed?
He's a tracker. I feel like that you.
So
I feel like wait. I feel like for the sake of the story, to downplay his abilities doesn't exactly help him. You would want to show that he is a tracker for him to use the environment, right? You don't want to downplay a character just to help a plot hole.
You need some tracks, though. He was literally shot out of nowhere. So
I believe a human could track if a human ejected from an airplane and the airplane crashed in some woods.
Well, I'm not finding that airplane.
I definitely feel like a human could.
I reckon I totally and utterly agree with you. You would 100% try and at least find it for resources. I put that down to purely runtime.
Yeah,
I think if he went on that little side quest, it would just take too long.
That's exactly what I told him too. I was like, they're not going to make this movie 5 hours, bro. They're not going to.
I would have enjoyed it. I think one of the things that I would have said about it would make it a little bit longer, 2.5 hour movie. And you could have got a few more of those extra scenes in, but then I know a lot of people wouldn't have liked that. So,
but Joey, what I'm saying is, I'm not saying like, oh, I need a 5 hour movie. It just doesn't make sense in how they presented it to us. Like, why would he not go back? It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense for his character. But also, a couple things: the Weyland-Yutani focusing on the Yautja's weapons versus the light speed capabilities of the ship. It seems like a massive miss. Doesn't quite make sense. And one other thing, and I guess we can just go into the Calyx, because I have a couple issues with this. The first one being, it was explained in the very beginning that many Yautja have tried to defeat this thing. They've all died. Yet with just general weaponry that Deck has, the ice grenades, it's disposed of the Calyx twice and extremely easily. And these are very basic weaponry that we've been seeing. How has no one thought to use these in the past? You know, if it's that strong of a weapon, it could defeat him twice in the snap of a finger. There's essentially no issues using those two.
Well, no one's gotten eaten and then from inside doing it.
What do you mean? It's never explained that in the movie.
Well, then we would have to go to a 3-hour movie then.
It doesn't have to be a 3-hour movie. What I'm saying is it's just bad writing at that point.
No
And
one's
another
tried
thing,
to freeze it from the inside out. If you try to freeze it, then it's just going to freeze, but it's still not going to die.
In the first interaction with the grenade, it wasn't from the inside; it was from the outside.
Yeah, but all they did was freeze it. They didn't kill it. If you kill it from the inside, you would have to get eaten. But a synthetic is what's going to survive that, not all the other things.
Okay, so like what I'm saying is, this grenade would have disposed of the Calyx, right? I'm not saying kill it, but disposed of it. Essentially, completely freeze it, and that's a huge advantage, especially if you have multiple.
Yeah,
I do agree with you, Austin. I think that was one of the biggest things for me. As soon as I saw it and it didn't die and it regenerated and it just sort of healed itself, I was like, please don't freeze it and just break it to kill it, because that's so. I feel like that's used in everything. If something regenerates something, it's like, right, if we freeze it and just smash it, then that's it. It's done. We've won. I know why they did it, because it was just. I mean, how else would you do it? They'd have to think of something totally new, and that's not as easy as just going with the easy option. So I would have liked it if it was beaten in a different way that was unique to this movie.
Yes.
Because I do think it is very like even us who love movies, if we saw something that regenerated, would be like, right, I know exactly how to beat this. If there was like zombies, it's just like zombies. It's like, right, if we shoot it in the head, we're gonna win for most zombie films. Or if it's regenerating, we just freeze it. It's one of those things. It's like it's almost common knowledge now. It's like it's used so many times.
I wonder if Deadpool could survive that.
Maybe.
Maybe.
The Everyday Collector's here. What's up? Giving his thoughts on the movie. I thought it was pretty cool that I could show y'all's comments on the right side. Now I've just figured that out. That's pretty cool that we could see all y'all's comments coming up. And Rockman Chris is saying that a positive is the movie leaves you with questions, all questions that could be answered in the books.
So I'm absolutely okay with a movie having questions out there. Inconsistency of some of it doesn't make sense to me. Like I'm just going to use that the light speed technology that the synthetic explains that Weyland Yutani doesn't have. You would think that'd be like a major point over a couple grenades. That just seems really inconsistent.
I suppose at that point, again, it's just that naivety, isn't it? It's like, well, I've got one goal, and my goal's to get this big beast, so I'm not even going to think about that at the moment. I'll go focus on that first, and maybe I'll come back.
Yeah, absolutely. The other thing is all questions that could be answered in the books. My only thing about that, you shouldn't have additional media to tie up loose ends or to tie up really bad narrative points from the story. Like you can point out a lot of issues for The Last Jedi and then be like, well, they made a book to fix all these issues. It doesn't fix the movie itself, you know. If you're watching a movie and you're judging a movie, you're going off the movie itself, not any additional medium to help fix the movie. You can use others in the franchise for sure, but not if the movie that has the issues has contradictions with those issues. That's at least my take.
Yeah, no, I agree. It should be self-contained, and that if you want extra, then that's when the other things come in. If you go, the story that you're watching should be self-contained, but if you want to know a little bit extra about what happened before or what happens after, then the books or anything else should then just be extra on top. We go, oh, well, I didn't quite understand this part of this planet. Well, this thing will explain that a little bit more. We did it enough for the movie to get you by, but you could go here and learn a little bit more that's not really relevant, but if you're interested, you can learn it there.
Yeah. I'm a fast forward because, man, I don't know what time it is for you, Harrison. It's 11:12 for me.
Well, it's 5 in the morning for him.
Yeah, 5 in the morning.
All right, brother. I'll try and wrap it. I'll hit a couple big points, okay? Inconsistency with the power levels of the synthetics. It makes no sense for oh man, I'm dropping her name already. The synthetic that we follow, Thea.
Yeah,
Thea. She's half of a synthetic, and she whoops many other synthetics.
Well, maybe because she's made better.
What would make you say that? She only explains that she is there. She's an analyst. She's not even the one on the planet. It's essentially the other sister that does it. She went on the planet for the first time. Some issues happened. She ended up being caught. And
basically, she's a Sith, and they're clones.
Yeah, but it doesn't explain that. What it does explain, though, is the fact that she has feelings that is part of it, and that'll help her interact with like the creatures around her. But like the power levels of it doesn't quite make sense, because like she can easily defeat anything and everything all around her, but many other synthetics cannot replicate anything that she was able to display. You can kind of chop that up to a few things. Like they decided that to make them synthetics versus humans last minute. You can say a few things, but that was like a small point. I guess kind of fast forward to the very end if you guys want to with the final fight.
Yeah, it was quick.
I do agree with you, Austin. I do think they filmed that in a way that they could have that choice by the end. That group of people they could have been humans at first, and when they were going for an R rating, and then they were like, well, actually, if we put it down, make them synths, all the blood can be white.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I do think, I do agree with that point.
Yeah, to me, that was kind of like what I was thinking, man. The fight. What did you guys think about the fight at the very end? Dak essentially overcoming some daddy issues. You know, what you guys...
I had the same feeling watching that. So you know how it was. They finished that part, and it just cuts to him on the spaceship fighting his dad.
Mm-hmm.
I felt the very same way with the last Indiana Jones movie. He sort of blacks out, and it's the end of the movie. I think that it needed just to be 10 minutes, 15 minutes extra. I think it needed a bit more of a bigger payoff. And I think, my personal opinion, what I was thinking when I watched it was like, I don't think that was going to be the end. I think the end was what we just watched with the big fight and the mech. I think that they were going to leave that as he was then going to go after his dad for the next movie.
Yeah, I thought that too. Yeah.
And I thought, no, we can't leave it there. We've got to give the payoff at the end. We've got to do, okay, well, we'll just give a 5-minute fight, and then we'll leave it to the next film can be his mum.
Yeah.
That will be the next film. I think it should have been that they left the dad to be the next part of the next film, and then they have that bigger payoff, or make it a little bit longer and have that fight feel like a big payoff. Like, he's gone through all of that effort to learn and to get better. I mean, you could say that he's leveled up and he's so strong now that he could just dispatch his dad really quickly. But I have so
many issues with that within itself, because like in the very beginning, it was explained by Quay that for Dak to essentially survive, or to do better, to fight opponents like Quay, he would have to use his environment, right? Because he's at a physical disadvantage. And that's a theme that they tried showing us, I guess. He fought the Calyx head on. He would have lost. Essentially, up until the very end, when I had some issues with this. All throughout the movie, he fought everything head on. He just jumped into things. We didn't see him essentially kind of like being extremely cautious and taking his time. You could say like, well, he looked at the blades of grass and he kind of figured it out. Yeah, that's pretty weak, I think. In terms of like using the environment to defeat opponents like his father, you could the part you could mention is when he used like the paralyzing things and the bomb bugs. I have so many issues with that. I actually love the fact that it kind of harkens back to that 78 one, like Arnold Schwarzenegger losing all his equipment, all of his weaponry, and he's actually using nature and his cunning, in the sheer human will to survive, and that's how he's able to overcome the predator. I think it was done more poorly in this, and one of the issues being that freaking worm thing. He learns from the synthetic of like, oh, if you toss them some food, they won't kill you, right? But what we saw as the audience members is he gave it some food and it became his trusty companion that replicates the laser gun, who will forever protect him at all times. Because when Deck was fighting, even at times it would shoot behind him like a synthetic that was coming up behind him of its own sheer will, without any kind of direction from Deck at all. It's like it's serving Deck completely, and it just seems completely random that this creature would absolutely do that. And then even at the very end of Thea's sister, what's her face?
Tessa, right?
Tessa? Tessa has the laser cannon and focuses on Deck. Deck freezes. He doesn't absolutely do anything. She shoots it, and then the creature jumps out and saves him. Like, what? Why would this random, that didn't make any sense. So you could say that's how he leveled up. That's how he learned to use his environment to defeat opponents, but he didn't use any of that to defeat two elite predators and his father. He just fought them straight up. So it could have been something. It could have been something beautiful, like in Batman, where Batman learns from like Ra's al Ghul to use the environment around him, and at the very end, Batman defeats him by using the environment around him, or him in Antarctica, or whatever. When Ra's or Ray's from the movie is fighting, he's losing, then he drops him in the ice, and being clever and cunning and use that environment. We didn't see Deck absolutely use that at all. I feel like there's nothing in this movie that shows he could defeat two elite predators and then his father back to back. I just feel like there's nothing that could have been learned in this movie. One thing you can say to defend that point is there's an obvious time jump because Bud is older. I'm like, well, I don't think that's great writing at all, because you don't see any of that. Then I just feel like it's lost. It would have been absolutely.
But Deck look exactly the same though, so that's what made me wonder.
Yeah, and the thing is, we don't know what kind of time jump that is. But for an audience sake, as someone who's trying to be invested in this movie, and for someone who wants the best character development for Deck, it would have been us actually seeing him learn or get new tools to defeat opponents like his father. But we didn't get that. I just feel kind of undercut the very ending. Just like you said, Harrison, another movie of him actually trying to get better, and we actually see the process of him getting better. Avenge Quay to defeat his father at the very end. That would have been absolutely amazing, but we kind of lost that in this.
Yeah, you could have had it sort of end with a to be continued sort of thing, where he's going for his dad. And I think maybe they were just sort of well, if this doesn't do as well as we're hoping it's going to do, we're not going to make a second one, so we might as well just tie it off at the end. But yeah,
I think too that, like you said, I think they should have ended it on a cliffhanger where you see him pulling up on his dad, and then he gets ready, and then boom, it ends, and then you start off with that, and then the mom comes.
Yeah, it's almost like it sort of cuts as they sort of jump at each other, sort of.
Because you know how they kind of started with a fight on here, they could have done the same thing on the next one. Yeah, and it would have been cohesive, I guess you could say.
The only thing that I think you could say he does sort of use to his advantage is his ship, doesn't he? He blows a bunch of
that was pretty cool.
He blows a bunch of dust up so then he could see his dad cloaked.
Yeah.
You know what? The ship thing kind of reminds me of something, Harrison. That's actually a good point to bring up. Definitely helps that scene, right? Yeah. But in the very beginning, Quay throws Deck onto his ship. Then he uses his wrist thing to close the ship up and shoot it off. The father kills Quay. Dude, the father could have just blown that ship up right off his wrist.
Yeah, I thought he was going to do that too.
He could have stopped the ship, and you say well, he couldn't have just blown it up. We've seen that in Predators, right? Where they're escaping the planet, and they're oh, they're gonna get away, and the Predator's pop, 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 and it blew up.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that till now.
I'll say what's up to Dahlia Meyer. What's up? What's up? Saying hello, everyone.
Hey.
Hello.
But I like this movie, man. I like this movie. I liked what they were going for. I don't think it was absolutely perfect. I think there's a bit of issues that could have been tightened up. I think Dan did a bit better with like Prey. Now, once again, you can acknowledge that, and you can still have more fun, and you can like Predator Badlands better. Absolutely, that's extremely subjective and completely okay. The example we gave earlier was Jurassic Park 3. Bad movie, a lot of issues, but I have a lot of fun with it. You know, I think Prey was a bit tighter of a movie in terms of like at least how I was looking at it. You know?
Yeah, I'd agree.
Oh my God, Blue, my bad, Blue. He said, "Thank you for being here, Blue. We're about to oh no, I haven't seen yet. Have a good one, y'all. We'll see you later." Look up term Bad Blood. That is what he becomes at the end of the film. Okay.
Yeah, Rocketman Chris says killing a clan leader means he'll be hunted for the rest of his life. Basically an untouchable. Funny thing is, if you kill a clan leader here in the United States, it's a good thing, you know?
Oh my God. Hey. Ain't wrong.
Hey yo.
Hey.
But that was it, man. I like the movie. I like the movie. Some issues. I'm excited to see it again. I really want Rachel to watch it.
Yeah.
And
I've been meaning to try and see it again.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine it's going to be in theaters too much longer. I definitely feel like the runtime of those theatric releases have been cut down. Also, it's not doing super well in the box office, and I know they'll say this is the highest grossing Predator, but like I think it's only like 2 million ahead of AVP right now, and that's without taking inflation into account at all.
Yeah. I hope it does a bit better, because I'd like for it to do better so it can get a sequel, and then all these sort of points that we have he could improve on for the next movie and go, oh, okay, well, it was the first one. Well, not his first one, but the first of this story.
Yeah. Oh, and the exciting thing too is like Dan's a fan, you know? That's kind of like one of the reasons why I like watching like Henry Cavill and some of the projects that he does. Like that's why one of the reasons why
behind it.
Yeah, exactly. He's extremely passionate. I'm not a Warhammer guy, but I'm really curious to see if that actually comes to fruition because he's such a big fan. That's actually what made me watch The Witcher season 1 is the fact that he's such a massive fan. And to me, that always helps when there's actually love on the craft, not just some money. Yeah, I hope this does well. I'm super excited. I know he's a big fan of Alien versus Predator as well, and we're already kind of getting some tie-ins of what could possibly be down the road, and I'm excited to see how they unfold that.
My thing I would love to see, I would love Deck to carry on getting stronger, becoming a proper Predator as we know them. And then I would love for him to put us in the dilemma of sending him after a human. Because we've never had it. We've never had it whenever a Predator's come, we've just like, well, we're rooting for the human to win and we've got to kill the bad guy. But if you put Deck up against somebody else we really like, you'd be so like, oh well, who do I want to win at this point?
Yeah, that'll have some like really good emotional ties of like, wow, like this is inherently kind of wrong of like this Predator coming down here and killing an innocent person like in the first like 87 movie. He kills a lot of people just for the love of the hunt, you know, ripping out their spines, ripping off their flesh.
Exactly. And you're like, this is an awful thing. But if you've then, you don't know how many movies you could do, but if you followed Deck on his journey becoming this, and you're like, well, crap, like, I don't want Deck to die at this point. But that's usually how all the Predator movies go, the Predator loses. So that would be really interesting to see, because even if we did have a movie where Deck dies and follows that trope, you'd be a lot more like, oh, damn, he died. Like, he didn't survive.
Yeah. You want something that's compelling emotionally for the audience, right? I mean, it's kind of like the POV for the Joker with Joaquin Phoenix. I don't want to use this again, but it's fantastic. Like, as we're watching him, you're not agreeing with absolutely everything he's doing. You may be being like, oh, bro, don't do this, and you have a lot of mixed feelings. So you're like, man, I saw how you got there. Like, I saw how you got there. I can understand some of this reasoning, but that's not good. Like, the actions you're taking are not good. you know, and it puts you in a dilemma with watching the movie, you know?
Yeah, when you can relate to the villain, it's like, oh damn, like Thanos, everyone's the same, isn't it? It's like, oh, I kind of can see where you're coming from. You're not doing the right thing. You're not going about it the right way. But I
what you mean,
I can understand. Yeah, I can understand where you're coming from.
Well, it's also, I think we're not children, you know, and even children can understand very complex emotions, right? Like using Thanos. I know. I've seen some criticisms online with like explaining that Thanos doesn't actually love Gamora at all, and like the scene doesn't make sense at all. I think it's extremely complex and compelling that, yeah, the Mad Titan, who is very evil, he does a lot of evil things, and people do not think he's capable of love. I mean, that seems a bit counterintuitive. Like evil people are capable of love. I mean, those aren't. Those aren't completely like separate notions. I feel like the fact that he actually we get the answer canonically, he does love Gamora, right? Yeah. That just makes it extreme.
Because he cried whenever he had to.
Well, yeah. I mean, he has the whole lines where he sacrificed everything. He's done everything he feels that he needs to be able to save. Like, I mean, no villain thinks they're the bad person, do they? They're trying to do the best. It's that whole dilemma. We had it on an open evening for my daughter's secondary school. The dilemma of the train track, where you have the train is going to run over 4 people, but the other track has got 1 person. Do you change it and you purposely kill that 1 person, but you save 4? It's sacrificing the few to save the many. You don't know necessarily what the right choice is, but if you're going by what you think is right,
and you can add a lot of layers to by selecting certain people of that 1v4, you know? So like it adds like some emotional layers there as well. Yeah. And it makes the dilemma of choosing quite a bit harder, you know?
Definitely.
Yeah, it was a good talk. Good Predator talk. I mean, I'm pretty sure Austin has a lot more in his head. He'll tell me about later.
Yeah, I think if we left this open, I'm sure we could keep going. Like,
yeah,
the fact that in the very beginning, outside of the Calyx, one of the quest options could have been Naru from Prey. That was mentioned in this. Kind of cool. Should that have been Dutch or somebody else? You know, maybe, but you know, he got his time to shine in Killer Killers. In the second altered ending, I guess, the updated one.
Did Naru
deserve to be one of these top quests that determines if a predator gets blooded? I don't know.
Well, imagine that. Imagine if they did a Deck versus Naru, and then you'd be like, well, damn. Like, that would be intense to watch.
Well, she's frozen.
Yeah.
She is canonically frozen. They have her. It could happen.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. That's a fun idea. I'd be curious to see how they do that. Or at least how they set Deck up to want that to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Rockman Chris wanted to show his collection off before we go. I mean, this looks freaking cool. I was looking at it a little bit behind the scenes. But look at that.
I am jealous of some of the pieces, man.
I like how he has them floating. Like he had a like this looks like it has no stand on it.
Yeah, my DeLorean's not floating.
I know. You need to make it floating. But look, watch this one. The Superman one looks freaking cool.
Oh, he sent me this.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm fairly bad about names on here sometimes.
I want that Batmobile so bad.
Wait, is this the one that like Superman's looks like
in
the vehicle?
Yeah, bro, that's clean. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen somebody do that. Look at that. That's so cool.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's brilliant,
bro. I have never seen someone do that, and they're in the Batman and Robin are in there. That's sick.
You know, those
vehicles are impressive, aren't they?
Yeah.
Vehicles are so beautiful, man. I don't have like a lot of strong attachment to like the 66 series, but I love that vehicle, man. I absolutely love the vehicle. It's beautiful.
Batwing too. Dang, that's a lot of space. But it looks like he has a space for it. I mean, look, he has custom garage shells for them.
Well done. I say
if he says he wants to critique his display, all I would say is paint all the panels black.
That I was going to say that too. Yeah, black or white.
Yeah. Man, exactly what they said. I definitely like the notion of painting it black. It could hide a lot of details though of the Batmobile.
Yeah,
like,
white then maybe would be better to go with.
Lighting is another one. Lighting will completely enhance and definitely change the look of a display. If you could see these versus them with lights on, it's a night and day difference. Definitely impressive. There's a lot of cool, neat things you can do, especially if you're using some acrylics. I'm sure Harrison has gone through this. Like, I have magnetic tape that and it holds them. And like some of the neat things you can do is those garage shelves. On those panels, they have like those open sockets that you can kind of see. If you put the acrylic over it, you'll still see them. Paint a black border around it. So I have a black border like framed, so it kind of hides all of that.
That mine's exactly the same.
If this is a critique of a movie Austin likes, what is it if he dislikes a movie? Oh my goodness, that's true.
If chat, if you like this, let's definitely do this with some like fun and popular movies. And thank you guys for entertaining it, because I know surface level it could definitely be like, wow, those are a lot of nitpicks, and it doesn't absolutely mean anything. But
I told them that, guys. I told them that he's nitpicking.
But like the thing is, when you're reading a story or you're watching a story, like those things matter. Like when you're setting up the theme for deck in the very beginning about you need to use your environment around you to be able to survive, because like physically, you're not strong enough, or you don't have enough experience. And they don't say experience; they kind of lean into like him being the runt and physically incapable. You need to continue that throughout. Like we didn't see that all throughout until like the very end. I have so many issues with him using the environment. I thought that was done poorly, but like we don't even get the payoff of that at the very end when he fights his father. He doesn't use his environment. And like Harrison brought up a good point. You can maybe save the ship. I don't think that's like a strong enough thing to explain that he took on 2 elite predators and his father.
At
the same time. That's rather weak. So when you build onto that through like detailed scenes or lines of dialogue that could possibly help and not just exposition, it just makes that character better. It makes you be able to like bring up the themes. It makes those themes stand out quite a bit more, and it just helps the story quite a bit. The whole grenades thing, I think that's I don't think that's even like a small nitpick. Those are plot devices in this movie that subdues the like antagonist of the Calyx twice, just for lazy narrative purposes. It seems like writing like the 87 movie, man, like we could for sure find some small critiques, but you couldn't critique it like this at all.
Chris said that he was just test fitting this stuff, and he's gonna get some wallpaper to put black wallpaper to put on it. That's pretty smart.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
And then I saw that Renz was asking me what statue it is that I got, the prehistoric statue. I said, I guess on my story.
Also, Clint Martin, I'm down to listen. Don't have to agree, but that's fun. Carry on, sir. Dude, that's exactly my point. This is something like me and Joey have in common. I think this is why we're such good friends, is the fact that there's so many things that we disagree on, that we're actually able to have those conversations, being like, hey, I believe this, and here are like my qualifying reasons of why I believe this. The other person's able to like maybe pick apart any kind of consistencies of logic that they may have, being like, hey, I believe this, but it's like, well, you say this, but then your explanation of these 3 examples go completely against it. Here are the reasons. It could definitely make you change your thoughts on something.
So after Austin's hot take, how many are we getting the deck figure?
I think me and Joey, we're still.
Yeah, I think I might.
Yeah, I definitely think we're leaning towards it. I think it's a cool looking figure, man. Also, I'm pretty behind on Predator stuff, and I don't want to miss this one. I messed up with Feral, kind of waited too long.
Yeah, but a lot of people want that now.
But also to kind of go on, like I used to explain that like Man of Steel is a perfect movie, and I used to say that, right? Not just like subjectively. I just thought it was an extremely well done movie. And then you start learning some of the issues of the movie. Like one of the big ones, and I'm using this as an example for Clinton Martin. One of the examples was Zod wasn't able to fly at some point, and Superman punches him in the air. He's kind of going off towards space. And then like Superman hits him back down. Zod wasn't able to fly yet. Why not just keep him in space, like in that upper atmosphere where he just kind of float away? There'd be absolutely nothing he could do. Like, yeah, I mean that's a point you kind of talk through. You can say like aesthetically it was just the point of the fight. You could also defend it by explaining that Superman is still rather new. That's kind of the whole point of like Henry's Superman is we see him grow into Superman. We don't even get to see him become like James Gunn's Superman, where he's like absolutely perfect and super experienced. There's things he's learning. But when you start hearing some of these issues in a story or inconsistencies with the story, it's completely okay to acknowledge it and maybe change your opinion on it. But even subjectively, doesn't mean you have to like it or dislike it any more, any less. If you point out Jurassic Park 3, any of the issues with the movie, yeah, I could probably agree. You could probably surprise me with some new things I haven't thought of or haven't heard or seen. It doesn't necessarily change how much I like it, though.
Yeah, and that's not wrong either. I think everyone's not going to agree on the same movies, and I think it doesn't matter if you do or you don't like it. Yeah, I think everyone is entitled to like what they like. You could agree that there's points that are bad, but it doesn't mean that you shouldn't then not like it. I think you should like what you like. Everyone is a different person. They should enjoy what they enjoy. Just because somebody doesn't enjoy it or sees a different viewpoint of something, even if you do see that same viewpoint, you can go, okay, I understand that. I totally get, yeah, it makes no sense that, but I still enjoy the film. I still think it's a fun film. I still think it's a fun game, book. Like there's just like, even if you disagree, there is so much content out there that you can, if you don't like it, just watch something else. Enjoy something else. I
mean, here's a hot take for you guys. Opinions can be wrong. I guess here's an example. If someone says, yeah, the theme of Predator Badlands is love. Like that is the theme. And you say, okay, what do you mean? Like, how do you qualify that? Like, what is your reasoning? And they're like, well, the reasoning is Deck fed that little worm creature and it became his laser cannon on his shoulder, and it died to save Deck's life. Like that is the theme of the movie. It is love. Like, no, like that's wrong. That's absolutely wrong. Like that's a really hard opinion to defend when there's like really nothing else of substance to defend it other than that, you know. Yeah. But that's the reason why you use scenes and lines of dialogue to be able to help like explain your position on it.
And in the end of the day, it's art, isn't it? And art is very, and like you can get like how many people do you go to an art museum and you just look at it and go, well, what's it saying to you? And what it's saying to you could be totally different than what it could say to someone else. So
that's why when someone's like, yeah, I hate Deck because of the way he looks. I mean, subjectively, I may not be able to change your mind, but you have to give me something to kind of have a conversation about.
My personal thing is when somebody goes, I totally and utterly hate something. I go, oh, did you watch it? Oh no, I didn't watch it.
I know.
I just heard that it's so bad, so I'm not going to watch it. So well, okay, fair enough. That person might have felt it was really bad, but you should still give it a go. You never know, you might enjoy it. But just to say it, no, I totally and utterly hate it and it's awful, but you've never watched it or never consumed whatever it is, it's like.
Or when someone's like, no, it's absolutely bad. Like this is the worst movie of all time. Like you can't. There's nothing redeeming about this. There's not one element or any kind of scene aesthetically or lines of dialogue. Nothing that is good. This is literally the worst movie of all time. There's nothing enjoyable about this whatsoever.
Yeah. It's a bit of a stretch.
Yeah. Well, dang. I like the talk today. I knew Austin was going to come with the bangers. Well, Rins had asked what statue I got, and it was this one. So
It's a very
I like
good statue.
I like it. Yeah, and I got that Alan Grant I'm working on, so it'd be cool next to it. So.
Yeah, this is a neat piece because you can add a lot to it. I'm sure. Like you mentioned, the Alan Grant.
Yeah, I'm gonna have like Alan Grant kind of maybe in front of him, but it wouldn't. I would need the Jurassic Park 3 look.
Does it come with a backpack with some eggs?
No, but this one does. The one behind it does.
Yeah.
It comes with the eggs on it, which is really cool.
You could get some pretty neat things. I'm sure we can find people to 3D print some stuff like the raptor vocal cord thing.
That's what the statue comes with. It comes with that. It comes with the resonating chamber.
That's cool.
Oh, also Ren says which is better, 2018 Predator or Predator Badlands? For sure, choosing Badlands.
Yeah, me too.
The 2018 Predator. That's the Predator, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Shane Black's.
Yeah. No, I'd say Badlands is better.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, man, this is probably one of the longest copper drops we've done. It's
in a little while.
Yeah, in a while. Yeah, I think we've done 3 hours before, but usually we just do 2. But sorry to keep you up, Harrison, so long.
That's all right. No, it's fine. Lots to do.
Yeah. Harrison, do you have anything that you're gonna post on Instagram? Anything you want the people to know?
Yeah, there was some stuff. So I've gone from nothing to lots. So
good night, guys.
Got movie canon on Friday.
Yep.
With Geo, I'll be on there more now regularly. Shane's The Hope Show, I'm on there on Mondays.
Yeah.
With those guys, and then you've got Más o Menos with Jose. You've got December 6th for the X-Man and Zord battle. And then he's going to start doing his tournaments as of next year for 2026, where we get people back and go again. And the chat will then choose what figure to go. So I'll be part of that. And I'll also be a bigger part of Más o Menos going forward as well. I'll be on more regularly.
Oh, that's cool.
With Jose.
Cool.
So, yeah.
I love hearing that. Those are all great guys.
They are.
Yeah, all good. All great guys. And with the figure front, nothing else new coming in as of yet. I know that we've got the rumors of that Loki coming soon, and I've got that on order, so I'll be looking forward to get that in.
The artist Loki.
The one I didn't get the artist version, but yeah, that one. Loki.
Yeah, I heard about that one. That one might drop soon.
Yeah. So yeah, but thank you very much for having me. It's great to be on here and chat with you guys. Austin, we've finally managed to do it.
Pleasure, man. It was a fun night. Thank you.
Yeah, once you've been on Copper Drop once and you've been the special guest, we like to have like a whole section for a whole show for a special guest. Then after that, if you're available, we'll ask if we need somebody. We try to keep it to just me and Austin, but we'll have special guests now and things like that.
Yeah. I say, it definitely sounds like your schedule's busy and whatnot. We can chat after this. The next movie discussions that we have, you should definitely jump on.
Yeah, it sounds like you have a lot of knowledge in
This was a lot of fun. Thank you.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, I love chatting movies, so I do have a lot of hot takes, as I keep getting told from the guys on the Hope Show and stuff.
We should explore some of these hot takes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, thank you for coming and thank you for staying up this late for us. It really means a lot.
It's good.
Austin, and you, Mr. away from social media, but do you want to say anything for everybody?
Yeah, I sent you something today because you brought up an old picture earlier today, and it brought back some memories and made me miss some things. I definitely want to put something together this weekend and start posting content on a regular basis again. Yeah, I think work's calming down a little bit. But yeah, kind of thinking my little break's over. I'm kind of hoping that you and I can get back.
I know. I need to get back into it too. I haven't uploaded nothing. I'm trying. I just feel like always the room is not complete. So like I'm always just like working on the room and not really working on anything else. Yeah, that's kind of been me. But let's make some progress this weekend. Yeah. I'll post something Monday. We'll see what 100%. It is. I have something ready to post, but I gotta wait till like December to post it. but yeah, I'll probably be doing a review, and maybe we'll get some more pictures of the statue I'm getting. So that could be something that I'm going to be doing, is taking a lot of macro photography and videography of that raptor statue. So you guys will see a lot of that probably next week. So and on next week, Thursday, there will not be a copper drop. I will actually be in New York for Thanksgiving, of course. So we're going to be there and there might not be another one because I'll be recovering from New York the next week after that, because we're going to be there for 6 days. So if there's not the week after that for channel members, I will be doing the Nightmare Batman giveaway. So if you're still a channel member, I'll put you on there and you'll be able to win that. So yeah, happy Thanksgiving. I see Clinton saying that. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys, since we're probably not going to be able to see you guys till then. But me and Austin and Viking are always a DM away if you guys need to say hello or anything or anything like that. Talk 1-6. Yeah. So anyways, guys, we will see y'all on the next one.
Bye, guys.
See you later.